Welcome into the first live stream here for the Ride the Wave show. We are coming to you here live from Piketon. We are 2 minutes, 48 seconds away from kickoff here. We got the Piketon Red Streaks coming out of the National Guard tunnel. We are about ready to get kicked off here. Adam, how's this environment getting you feeling tonight, buddy?
Well, it's a little humid out here. It rained earlier, cooled off a little bit. But yeah, no, it's an electric atmosphere. It's a pretty big turnout here. I say both sides. I'm ready for it.
Thunderstruck is playing in the air. We have gone through adversity today. We went through the rain. We went through the valley of death. We went through probably the hottest day of the year to bring you Piketon versus Oak Hill and the battle in Piketon tonight. 1-0 versus 0-1. Does Piketon keep that 1-0 streak going tonight? Does Oak Hill turn that season around? I'll tell you what, Adam, with those camo jerseys on, I think anything is possible for the Red Streaks tonight.
About to drop the flag there, fellas. You got a little scary.
Yeah.
You got a little scary. About to touch the ground.
Hey, again, at least it's not a sword with ROTC falling down.
Yeah. I do love these jerseys, though.
Yes, these camo jerseys, I definitely want to give a shout out. I don't know if it was Piketon that did them. I don't know how they got these, but they are amazing jerseys.
Now, is this the first time they're wearing them, or have they
worn
them in the past?
I think they normally wear them once a year for this National Guard game, but I'm not 100% sure on that, Adam, so I don't want to misspeak.
Now, is that something that just Piketon does, or do they do it around the SVC as well as other conferences?
That I also do not know. I think Chillicothe has some. I don't know if they were the camo ones. If I remember correctly, Chillicothe had one that were like white with like some gold black top on like where the shoulder pad area is.
I will say, I'm pretty sure Vinton County does something similar to like a National Guard Day. Can't remember. It's been 10 years since I graduated almost.
And here come the Oak Hill Oaks, flying that Oaks flag out here. They're looking to, Adam, they fall to your big rival over there, Vinton County, Wellston, last week in a dogfight, 14-12, I believe. So they're looking to right the ship here this week. What are some things that you're excited to see tonight, Adam?
Honestly, I'm hearing a few good things about this quarterback they got. I believe they got a pretty nice little run game going on. Honestly, I'm expecting some good football. Wellston, they're not a bad team. I did boo them, but that's just because I am from Vinton County. I have to boo them. But yeah, I'm looking forward to a pretty good game today.
Yeah, everybody, so this environment is rocking. We got to give a shout out here to Piketon. We got We Will Rock You going on out over the speakers. We got the crowd getting into it. We got the student section over here going absolutely wild. Tony on our fan cam over here. Tony, how's these fans looking down here, buddy?
Good God almighty, Thunderstruck's got my Jimmy Russell down here, bub. I'm telling you, what a wonderful environment tonight.
I want to put this energy in my veins, Tony. This thing gets me absolutely amped.
I'm telling you what, these camo jerseys look nice. These boys,
all
man,
this camo in the stands, too. This looking real nice.
Yes. It looks like Adam hits it right here. Looks like the fans out here in full support, supporting the National Guard. We just want to give a huge thank you to the men and women that are serving our great country, making this absolutely possible for us. Boys, it's football time here in Piketon. Piketon, like I've been saying, comes into this 1-0. They are on the quest for that SVC title that Brock Netter had predicted for them in the early of the season. Oak Hill, I've heard they're kind of on a rebuild year this year. So let's see how they can come into this game.
See, as long as I can remember, Oak Hill's always been a basketball school. I haven't had a whole lot of opportunity to look at their football program.
Number 9, Garrett McKinnis for Oak Hill gets the kickoff.
I believe his knee touched the ground there, guys. He's going to be down at the 6, is looking like.
Uh-oh, we have a George Washington appearance here in Piketon. Going back in time. So Piketon will take over here on their own. Where did he get that? The 5? Yeah, so Piketon will take over here on their own 5. They got goalie in there at the quarterback. A couple people to look out for tonight, Adam. Zane Brownfield, he does it on the defensive end, but he can get it done on the offensive end as well. Brent McGuire, he is definitely a deep threat out there on the side. Goalie takes a snap, looks to his left, completes a pass.
Almost picked off there. Got lucky there.
Completes a pass to Cade Conley. Looks like a game.
Very lucky with that pass there, Clay. I'll say it was in and out of the Oak Hill player's hands there.
Looks like gain of 6 on the play. A little hurry up here from Piketon. Give the handoff to, I think that is Buddy Wilson. Yes.
Buddy Wilson just had a great game last week.
Yes.
He was just
Coming off a
going
huge
wild.
game, good fantasy points as well. Definitely a focal point in their offense here, Adam. Going to take it from the gun. A couple hard counts here to see if the defense can jump. Motion, they motion Buddy Wilson. Give him the ball. Buddy hits a hole. Buddy goes to the outside. And he goes for a massive run. Gets all the way out to the 46 there, Adam. He hits that hole and it absolutely explodes.
34 up to the 46-yard line. First and 10, Red Streaks.
Buddy Wilson gets onto the 46.
He's very explosive when it comes to running the ball. Buddy Wilson is very explosive.
Yes. Quick throw from Golian. Complete to number 12.
Ooh, nice. Nice juke there. Made guy miss. Makes the second guy miss as well.
Mason Thacker on the reception there.
It's looking like a gain of 13 there, maybe.
See, that's something here, Adam, that I think we can look for. There's not going to be one wide receiver for this Piketon team that just shines tonight. It looks like they might spread the ball all over the place.
I'm liking that little the short passes they're doing. They're kind of building a little bit of confidence on this first drive. I believe that was the first read option play we have there. I'm not really sure if they go to the read option a lot here, but I'll say it is looking really nice. The short passing game's looking really nice for them. Looks like they're going to be in a no back formation here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that looked like the quarterback just was not ready for that one. Hits him right in the hands.
A little miscommunication there. Center snapped that when the quarterback wasn't expecting there. Loss of
honestly, it kind of looked like nobody was.
Loss of 4.
Yeah, it kind of looked like nobody was really ready for that. Let's say the defense didn't fire off, the offensive line didn't fire off.
Could have been a lot worse there, though, Adam. Could have been a turnover. So thankfully they just have the loss of yards.
Lucky that ball hit the quarterback as opposed to just going right by him. You know,
Yeah.
maybe they go to losing 10-15 if that doesn't happen.
So we got a false starter on number 53. Sorry, as I go through the roster here.
After the 5-yard penalty, he makes it 3rd down and 21 for the Red Streaks.
So yeah, it looks like we have a 5-yard penalty on number 53 for a false start on Piketon. That puts him in a 3rd and very long here, Adam. 3 receivers here to the left, 2 out to the right. Going takes a snap. He completes it out to the far right, number 4. Brent McGuire on the catch.
Now, that pass was only in the air for about 4 or 5 yards, but that's still one of the longest passes that we've seen so far tonight.
Yeah. It looks like they're going to try and kill him with a dink and dunk here, Adam, and then just run it down their throats when they can. So Oakhill comes out with a big first possession stop on their end, not giving up any points here. It looked like Piketon was really driving there until the buck snap there, Adam.
Yeah, so that botch snap kind of killed the momentum in the drive.
Yeah.
Kind of, after that they had that false start there, and they kind of put them back about, first and 20. And they just couldn't really bounce back. So now this kid can boot him. We were watching him in the warm-ups.
Yeah, he does have a leg, for sure. It's actually Brent McGuire. He punts it to the right.
I said, it looked like
number 13 is going to take it.
It looked like it was almost blocked there for a minute.
So it looks like Andy Meldick on the return out there to the 30, if I can see that correctly. Oh, no. I was looking at the wrong place there, Adam. It looks like it's going to be the 24. So Oak Hill, like we said, come into this game off of the loss to Wellston, a very hard-fought game, like we said, only 12-14. Hard to come off of a week 1 loss like that, to where the complete opposite, Piketon comes off of a win 26-22 against
both
Goshen.
real close games.
Yes. So both teams have already been battle tested as this early season is upon us. Number 3 for Oak Hill, Eddie Abel. I hope that's how you say his last name. For the quarterback here.
Looks like he's going to keep it.
Nice little draw. Gain about 4 or 5 on the play.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what this Oak Hill offense can do. I didn't get to watch a whole lot of the tape on that Wellston game, but yeah, I'm excited to see what they're going to do.
From from the little that I watched last week, Adam, it kind of looked like they like to stay in that shotgun formation, kind of gun-slinging kind of team. I feel like as soon as I say that, they're going to go under center. Definitely have some wide receiver weapons here. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 out to the left, 1 back. Handoff to number 45.
It's going to be a big stop behind the line there. It looks like it's a loss at 2.
And that's one thing I know definitely Tony's fantasy team is going to love. This Piketon defense is smothering.
That was Evan Shoemaker, by the way, with that tackle for loss of about 3. But yeah, Tony is going to be loving this. That Piketon defense scored about 13 fantasy points last week. It was not a bad pickup to have.
They're a hard-hitting defense, and the one person that is the epitome of that hard-hitting defense is Zane Brownfield, man. He doesn't run to you. He runs through you.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I know he's taking some offensive snaps, and he's just another one of those power backs that's just going to run it down your throat.
Okay, drops back the pass. Piketon gets him to roll out to the left. Gain of a couple here, but it's not going to be enough for the first down. That will be 4th and about 2. 3. Oh, they're going to mark him out about 3 or 4 yards. Must have went out of bounds a little early.
I think that spot's a little unfavorable for Oak Hill. I think he might have got like you said. I think he was about had 2 to go instead of 4.
But it looks like Oak Hill's going to have a 3-and-out punt here. That's exactly what I think, Adam, that this Piketon defense needed to kind of get that momentum to swing back on their side.
I say if the first drive from either of these teams is going to say anything, it's gonna show Piketon just wearing down Oak Hill over a time period. Now can't overreact because.
Number 9 he takes it for the fake punt,
and it looked like he got it.
It looks like he might be a little short.
No, I believe
they're going to give it to him.
Oh yeah, he got that by about 4 or 5 yards there.
That's going to be number 9, Garrick McInnes. Taking the fake punt. It looks like there at him, that was a complete read. It looked like he had the option to punt or take it.
I've noticed a lot of the high school teams, that's something that they've opted to just because usually most schools aren't going to have an elite punter, so they're just going to have an athletic guy out there that can actually
When I was in high school, our punter was Mark Clifford. He was our running back, and that's basically how it was. Punt it, but if you can run it, take it, man. So.
We had a decent punter coming up. His name was Zach Sully, but when he got hurt, we usually just put our quarterback back there and let him
Speaking of quarterback, it looks like we have a pass out here. Incomplete. Target for number 13, Andy Meldick.
So that pass was there. It was just, hit the hands. You got to catch that. It took him a second to get up because, he was kicking himself. Those are ones you got to catch. To quote Randy Moss, if it touches you, you got to catch it.
And instead of a 2nd and 10 there, that probably puts him in a 2nd and 2, 2nd and 3 situation. Probably run up the middle and you can get a first down, but now you have a whole different game plan going here from 2nd and 10.
Yeah, so take back my statement earlier. What we thought was a quick 3-and-out, kind of setting the tone for this Piketon defense. Looks like Oak Hill's kind of starting to build a little bit of momentum
Oak Hill
here.
said, don't speak too soon there. Ride the wave. Number 3 takes a snap. Oh, wow. And that is the one and only Zane Brownfield absolutely coming through for a big sack for the Piketon Red Streaks.
It looked like he was in the backfield before that play even started.
It looked like he was supposed to be the person getting the handoff.
I'm surprised he didn't almost take it.
Yeah. And he's not immune to doing scooping scores out of it. The Piketon Red Streaks defense actually had a touchdown last week from a scooping score from Brownfield from, I think, the 50.
I think it was like a 56-yard.
Yeah.
56-yard scooping scores. I know it was a pretty big one.
So they're not immune to scoring some points on the defensive end, as I'm sure Tony would love for it to happen.
I was wondering how long it was going to take before we saw Zane in the backfield, and it took about 4 plays.
Yeah.
5, sorry.
So Oak Hill is going to put 3 wide receivers out to their right, 1 running back. Quick pass to number 12, Mason Davis. He's going to get a couple.
Mason Davis is going to look like, to me so far, he's looking like he's maybe the favorite receiver. He's a big-bodied receiver. Seems like he's got a good pair of hands on him there.
He came up with a lot of big catches from last week against Wellston that you know, I don't think anybody was open. It's just, hey, I like this receiver. If anything's going to happen, he's going to be the one I'm going to trust. He's going to make a play.
Well, he looks like he's got size. He's definitely the biggest receiver out there.
Yeah.
Not just lengthwise. He's also looks like he's pretty stocky out there.
It looks like McKinnis, as you would say in fantasy, would be more of a flex. You know, they kind of put him in the backfield, kind of have him out here for a wide receiver. He gets a nice punt away.
Beautiful
What
punt.
a leg.
Oh, it looks like he's going to be down at about the 16 there. That was a beautiful
What a beautiful punt, yes. Again, that
For
is
the
number
brand.
12, or number 9, I'm sorry, Garrett McKinnis. He pins Piketon on their own 18, it looks like where the referees are going to spot this. So just a little recap here. So Piketon, they have a big play on their first drive from Buddy Wilson. He gets them out to the 50. Then they have a false start and a bad snap kind of stall their drive. So they come up empty-handed. Oak Hill ends their first drive, you know, with a fake fourth down punt to get them to the first down, then 3 quick plays and a punt. What do you think that we're going to see out of Piketon here on this drive, Adam?
Honestly, if they're smart, they're going to stick with the small, short passes and feed Buddy Wilson the ball.
That's what I think, Adam. I think you got to assert your dominance here, and there's no better way to assert your dominance in a football game other than just absolutely pound it down somebody's throat. So I think you got to turn around and let Buddy Wilson absolutely eat here.
Clay, you know I'm going to say it. 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
That has become one of your signatures here on the ride.
Just wear and tear down a defense.
Yes.
3 yards in a cloud of dust gets it done every single time. You know, just wearing down that front four, that front five, whatever formation you're in, just kind of wearing those guys down. And, you know, by the second half, they're just not really wanting to come out anymore.
And me personally, as an ex-lineman, I love whenever it's just a good ground and pound game because you just get fire out of your stance, hit the guy in front of you. It's not like a pass block where you got to take a couple steps back, let the defender get into you. You're getting into them making the contact. So it looks like Piketon's going to take it over here, like we said, on their own 18. They got 2 receivers out to the right. They got 2 running backs in the backfield. Turn around, and there we go. Buddy Wilson bounces it out to the left.
Looks like he started to slip there a little bit.
Yeah. And again, with a turf field and the rain from the fort, we got to worry about these.
It poured down.
Yes, it was a monsoon out here. Big shout out to Andy on the tarp. I think he ran a 40-yard dash in about 1 second.
I believe you mean the second tarp.
Yes. Again, big shout out to Adam too, getting the first tarp down there.
No, but Andy did come in clutch. I mean, he's got wheels on him. I wasn't expecting that kind of wheels. Looks like
Buddy Wilson bounces to the outside. He has some room.
that's a big hit there. Lowered his shoulder.
Yeah.
Gets about to where he was the first time he ran it.
He's definitely not shying away from the contact. He's ready to run you over.
First and 10, Red Streaks at midfield.
To compare him to the amazing running back that we saw in action last week, being Braylon Robertson, say it seems like as opposed to running it straight down your throat, Buddy's going to run by you, and when he gets a big hit, it's mostly just speed coming at you.
Goins going to keep it here, rolling out to the right. Looks like he's going to get a gain of about 6 or 7.
Nice form tackle there by number, I believe it was
Piketon's got a
68.
good pace going here, Adam. They're kind of staying with the no huddle, keeping Oak Hill, on their toes, making them not be able to huddle up, gather themselves. How do you feel about that? I don't even know if I call it a hurry-up offense. I just call it a no-huddle offense. I mean,
so the biggest thing that I think that's going to affect him is if you're just looking at these sidelines, Piketon has plethora of more players,
yes.
So I feel like when it comes down to later in the game, the wear and tear, the substitutions, maybe Oak Hill just doesn't have quite as many, maybe
right.
maybe they get a little tired. Now, I'm not taking anything away from their conditioning. Maybe they're just the most conditioned team out there.
yeah. Looks like they're going to hand it off to number 23.
That's Zaney.
Yep. These numbers are a little bit hard to see up here, but I don't even want to say anything because of how dope these jerseys are.
There is a flag on the play. Holding, number 70.
Uh-oh. So that's going to be a holding on Piketon. That should put them back about 10 yards.
They get about where they were when they started out the first time, get a holding, and another penalty like they did last possession. Let's see if they can, keep it going and maybe avoid a stall out here again.
Yeah.
Penalty, replay second.
Well, it looks like we might have hit the nail on the head here, Adam. They have just been turning around, give it to Buddy Wilson, or looked like they tried to do a rollout pass there that just kind of going, keeps it, and gets a nice run. Looks like they're going to come out with this play with 2 wide receivers to the left, running back behind him, 2 running backs in the backfield, actually. Turn around.
Oh,
nice little trickery here. Oh, he's got a open field.
Makes a miss.
Which one?
Wrap him
breaks
up.
2.
And that was the
It
quarterback
takes
for
a
Oak Hill on that
healthy
tackle.
amount of Oak Hill tacklers to come stop number 2.
Shout out to number 3 for not giving up on Oak Hill. He got his first tackle broken, decided, I'm not giving up, tackled him from the ground.
Huge run by number 2. I think that was Wade Fout there, Adam.
I thought it was 22. I could be mistaken, though. Again, these numbers are just so hard to read.
They are very hard to read.
And it looks like Buddy's taking it.
And Buddy Wilson, he's at 10.
Stopped at the 5.
Buddy Wilson takes a huge run, a 30-yard run to the 5-yard line. Red Streaks hurry up to the offense. They have 3 out to the wide receivers out to the right. One, Brett McGuire by his lonesome down here on the left. Buddy Wilson, the machine in the backfield.
Fakes the handoff.
Goldie's going to take it to the by himself. Touchdown, Red Streaks!
We have the first score here at about 3 minutes, 50 seconds left in the first quarter.
With
Say the sun's starting to peek out from behind that mountain back there. I say it's starting to get a little bit of sunshine. It's starting to brighten up here just in time for a first score.
And with 3:49 to go, Piketon is the first to strike here in this battle in Piketon.
Just a beautiful run. Just a beautiful run.
And folks, I think I'm coming to the realization here. I'm playing in Coach Carl this week, so that touchdown, not great for me, but I am great for the Red Streaks. Looks like we're good for 2 here. We got 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Pitch. Botch pitch. Buddy Wilson.
He is still up.
Oh, he's going out to the right. Can he make something out of this?
I thought he was going.
Hey, I got to give it to him, Adam. That is amazing effort out of there. He's trying to turn something into nothing there. It looks like he's a couple yards away from getting a 2-point conversion. But with a failed 2-point, that puts Piketon up 6-0. 3:49 to go in the game. Tony, how are you feeling about Piketon so far? I know Buddy Wilson's high on your list.
He's been one of my players in the SVC for a while, and he's proven it tonight. One thing that I've been watching over here is him lining up and guarding the tight end.
Yeah.
A big-bodied man. He is lowering his shoulders, perfect amount of time, getting off that block. Phenomenal coverage. It's like, dude, great runs, great everything, but that coverage was it. Zane Brownfield's great. Everybody knows it. But, man, little things I'm impressed with.
Buddy Wilson, he's taking that senior leadership, really drives that the leader of that drive down there and really finally puts a spark into this Red Streak offense that we were expecting out of him this week, Adam.
Now, I was kind of surprised that they opted to go for 2 there. I was watching this place kicker earlier on in the day, and it looked like he was, he was pretty solid from about the extra point range. But,
so Piketon looks to kick away here. Let's see if Oak Hill can enter their oh, that's a little onside kick. Does it go to the 10? Oh, wow, just a bad bounce.
Yeah.
That was literally centimeters away from being Piketon ball.
You got to watch about slamming those helmets down. Coach get on to you.
Oh, yeah. That would be 10 gashers at Paint Valley already.
There was a penalty flag on the play.
So with the failed onside kick here, it looks like Piketon will take over. I wonder how that works, Adam. Does it go from the spot of the ball since it was past where the normal penalty is?
Illegal touching. Be first down uphill.
Thank you for clarifying that, ref. So it will be first down Oak Hill here from Piketon's
like
47.
Ball first and 10 at the Red Streaks 47
7.
yard line after the kickoff.
Oak Hill, they had that momentum with the fake punt earlier. Just couldn't really capitalize with it. I'm anxious to see what they can do to capitalize on the offensive here with this great field position.
Oh, great field position.
It looks like last week they had a couple of field goals. So they're a team that if they get inside the 40, a field goal is not out of the possibility here for them.
This isn't one of those schools that has a soccer program established for quite a while.
Oh, they do have a soccer program.
I would assume they can
I was
kick.
about to say, yeah.
Would they go hand in hand?
Like we talked about on the show, that makes a huge difference here in high school sports.
And I could be completely wrong, but usually that's just the
Eddie
tail of a tape.
rolls out to the left. Incomplete again. Target number 13, Andy Meldick. It looks like he's trying to go to him a couple times here, Adam. Just they can't seem to get on the same page here.
That was a great awareness by the QB there to be able to stay on his feet, avoid some would-be tacklers, and get that ball out of his hands before a sack.
I will say this quarterback for Oak Hill, he definitely has a lot of athleticism. Quick burst. It looks. What I like is that he's kind of still keeping his eyes downfield, looking for a target whenever he gets rolled out. His first thought isn't just run.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Been watching that Swamp Kings entering his little Tim Tebow. So Oak Hill will take it here from Piketon's 47. We have 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right with a running back in the backfield. Eddie throws to the right to number 9. Looks like we have a flag on the play here.
Usually when it's away from the play like that, it's going to be holding most of the time.
For Burr McGuire on the stop. Holding number 56 of the offense. 10-yard penalty.
Looks like there's going to be a holding on number 56 of the offense.
10-yard penalty will make it 2nd down and 20 for the Oaks.
And you know, Adam, whenever you're
At
driving, you're down 6, you just can't really have those penalties that shoot you in the foot like that.
Well, I mean, they haven't even started driving quite yet. You know, they got such great field position, and now they're kind of just pushing themselves back and just kind of taking themselves out of such great field position.
And now you got a 2nd, and it looks like 20, if not.
Yeah, it's looking like 2nd and 20 here.
Yeah, 2nd and 20 here. So you have to get 2 first downs for the equivalent of 1. That's a tough thing to do. We got 3 wide receivers bunched out here to the right, 1 out to the left with the running back in the backfield. He's going to roll out to his right here. Good block there by number 45. Looking down the field, he launches it to number 13. Intercepted by number 24 from Piketon. It looks like we have a flag going, but he's taking it. And it looks like he is down. Down at the 48 for Oak Hill, but we do have a flag here.
And we have a fired up fan letting these refs know you cannot call that. Looks like there's going to be a pass interference on number 14 of the defense.
So that's going to negate the interception right there.
That is very unfortunate for this Piketon defense.
I couldn't really hear him right there, Adam. Who did they call that on?
Number 14.
Number 14 for Piketon. That's Devin Rapp. I'm not going to lie to you, Adam. I did not see a whole lot of pass interference there, so.
Pass interference on the defense. 2nd down.
Yeah, at least it's not a spot of the foul, you know, like it is in NCAA.
I think that rule just got changed this year, Adam, which I like it because at the end of the game, it doesn't just bail out another team. You get the PI for 15 yards, but that doesn't put you in striking distance with the game on the line. So I do like that rule change a lot. Now, the NFL, keep a spot of the foul. They're professionals.
No, 100%, yeah.
So it looks like Oak Hill will take it over here from Piketon's 42. 2nd and 5 is what it's looking like here. Eddie will take the snap. And there's just a swarm of Piketon. They're hitting him so hard his helmet's coming off.
Looked like Zane Brownfield was the first one back there.
It's surprise.
Yeah, surprise. The real big surprise was that he got shaken off.
Yeah.
But, you know, fortunately for him, he had about 2 or 3 more Piketon players back there finishing the job.
Piketon is really, really getting after the quarterback here. He's not having any time at all to get back there and look. And it looks like Oak Hill's wanting to air the ball out. Just you got to get your quarterback some time to have – you don't have to sit in the pocket forever, but you definitely have to see your receivers. And when you're on the run like that, Adam, it's hard to find the open guy and give him a good pass. Number 2 is going to come in here for a quarterback because of the rule with if your helmet comes off, you do have to come off for a play. So number 2 for Oak Hill, Bailey Oosley will come in.
I'd watch this single coverage down here for a possible bubble route. Nope, just a handoff. Nice run.
And that's a huge play for Oak Hill. Number 21, Max Gentry on the carry there. A lot of success with that play, Adam. Do you go for it here on 4th? Do you punt it? What are you doing if you're Oak Hill?
Honestly, you had such great field position to start the drive off. It almost feels like a bus drive if you do anything other than get at least 1 first down here. Me personally, I'm always a risk it to get the biscuit kind of guy. So,
And I love biscuits, Adam.
Yeah, being on Piketon's 40 here, I say go for it. You know.
Hey, I'm here for you. I'm with the aggressive coaching. You know, what do you have to lose here, you know?
Yeah, usually at best, probably going to get an extra 20 yards of field goal or field position.
And if you don't get it, yes, Piketon gets it on their own 40, but that's still not amazing field position. It's not like you're giving it on the other side of the 50. So
not like
I
you got
agree
it at the 50.
Huh?
It's not like you got it at the 50.
Exactly. So it looks like Oak Hill will take the first time out of the half here. It looks like, Adam, that I would only call this timeout if I'm thinking about going for it. You know, you want to talk it over with your team and make sure that you have the right play and everybody knows what they're doing, because it is only the first quarter, but I feel like this is a huge fourth down here for Oak Hill.
The way I always see it is usually if the timeout comes before play or before they're actually out there set up, usually they're preparing to go for it. But if they go out there trying to get somebody with a hard count, then call the timeout. Usually most of the time, then they're going to go ahead and punt it. So I think we look for them to go for it here.
Tony, what are you thinking on this fourth down? You think they go for it or you think they punting?
I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't or you would?
I would not.
Oh, why do you say not?
You guys like the aggressive coaching. The problem with it is I like this defense, dude. Everywhere I look, Brett McGuire playing corner over there, well done. Trevor Shanks, this little guy, 24, my personal number as well when I played, so I got to show love to him. Everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Man. Like, I'm just saying, I don't know if they have enough confidence yet to
count.
pull that off.
That's true. This Piketon defense has been smothering this quarter.
That kid just got his helmet back on.
They've had like 3 or 4 tackles for loss already, 1 or 2 sacks. I said it's these Piketon players have been living in this Oak Hill backfield for the entirety of this first quarter so far.
But everybody loves to go it on fourth, so go.
And you know, Oak Hill's been trying to air it out here, but I think their best plays have been on the ground. So if you go for it, I feel like you have to go with the run.
Maybe a little play action here. See if you can't get the defense guessing. Maybe get them slipping, but I doubt this defense is going to be slipping anytime soon.
Keep them guessing. And number 7 for Piketon shows amazing heart getting off the field there. Piketon looks a little confused here. Now they get set. We have we have a false start on Oak Hill. That is going to be a
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 4.
I don't know if they were trying to get the Piketon just to jump off sides there for the first down at him, but if so, it backfires for him. Oak Hill jumps off sides. Now they're definitely going to have to punt.
I believe that was number 13 that had jumped off sides there.
Yeah. And, you know, it hurts even more for a coach whenever it's a wide receiver, you know.
Now, you say they almost have to punt here, but it's looking like they got the quarterback still on the field here. Coach is talking to him. Looks like they're talking it over.
Looks like they want all the biscuits at him.
Yeah. It looks like he talked to his coach into letting him go for it.
Uh-oh.
Or vice versa.
So Oak Hill will come out here, 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 wide receiver to the right. It is worth noting that the 1 wide receiver to the right is Mason Davis, their number 1 target tonight. And he rolls out to the left. Oh, it's a wide open
Number
McInnes. And McInnes is going to get the first down. Wow, Adam, they go for it there on 4th and long and come up with it.
Yeah. Me personally, I'm not a huge fan of any design play that has the quarterback rolling out opposite of their throwing arm there, so he had to throw a cross-body pass. Luckily, he didn't have to throw too far, threw it about 5-6 yards and let his receiver do the rest of the work there on the ground.
And McInnes doing a great job there, getting separation, getting open. We're
yak.
talking number 12, McInnes and Davis might be the 2 targets to watch here for Oak Hill tonight. We're going to get 3 wide receivers to the left, Davis by himself to the right. Bottom of your screen here, number 45, J.J. Brunton in the backfield for the running back. Ball snapped. Eddie takes a deep ball. Davis, through his hands. Adam, that's a touchdown if he catches it.
You have to catch those.
Yeah.
I mean,
beautiful
it hit not
ball.
one, but both your hands. It hit
Yes.
all 10 fingers. You
Yes.
got to catch those.
Had
you
10
got
chances.
To. Yeah, had 10 chances.
Yeah, Eddie throws a beautiful ball there. Davis, that's going to be one that he's going to be thinking
Davis
about.
did a great job running that route, slowing up just at the right time to where he didn't let the defender catch up to him and just maybe he was thinking about what Dancy was going to do when he got in the end zone.
Yeah.
So he kind of just lost a little bit of focus there.
And with the National Guard here, I'll give a shout out to what I learned in boot camp. Attention to detail, man. When you have those small attention to detail, stuff like that, normally comes through for you. We're going to have a sweep here to number 21 for Oak Hill. He's going to break one tackle, but he's not going to break three at one time because that Piketon defense is smothering for ball carriers.
And Zane Brownfield on the tackle for Piketon.
Surprise, surprise. Max Gentry for Oak Hill on the carry there.
I'm looking for Zane to get about 20 to 30 solos.
If I'm Piketon, you know, I got to shade somebody over to Davis here. You can't expect him to drop another pass like that again. Too good of a player for it to happen twice.
Yeah. Anytime I've seen Davis here on one-on-one coverage, I always feel like that's the guy they gotta look to. You know, there was a couple of plays where they'll have Davis over here on the right side, and there'll be a design rollout to the left side. Again, get that cross body. I'm just not a huge fan of that. This looks like we got a timeout here for Oak Hill.
They take their second timeout with 6 seconds left in the first quarter. Now, there's no play clocks down here, so I don't know if the play clock was running out or not, if that's the reason you take a timeout.
Leaves you with one for the rest of the half, though.
Huh?
Leaves you for one for the rest of the half.
Right, so that's definitely a detrimental timeout there for Oak Hill.
You better hope that you don't need it, time running out.
Yeah. What was that Urban Meyer game? I think he used all three of his first half timeouts, like the first quarter.
Yeah.
So that's rolling the dice there, rolling the dice, not having any timeouts or just one timeout. The rest for the cheerleaders showed up. I think we got some cheerleaders trying out for the quarterback position here, Adam.
Almost take out a young woman's head with one of those footballs.
We got a cannon on them down here. We'd like to take this law in the moment to give a shout out to our sponsor, Hammond Lawn Care. If you're still looking for somebody to cut your grass, looking for somebody to clean up your yard, or you're just looking for somebody to do some nice yard work around here for you, give Hammond Lawn Care a call. He will make sure you're done right and done properly and done at an affordable cost. That's not going to break the bank for you. I can personally say he cuts my grass, and it looks beautiful every single time.
Well, that's how you know it's affordable, Clay.
Yes. If I'm paying for it, you can pay for it. So it looks like coming out of this timeout here, Oak Hill is going to have 2 wide receivers out to the left, one at the bottom of the screen here to the right. Davis again with that one-on-one coverage. We've got a couple of tight ends here. Eddie is alone in the backfield. McGinnis swings out to the left. They're going for it all here, Adam. And it is another
drop.
one. Another drop
pass
for Oak Hill.
These wide receivers better be getting their quarterback all kinds of presents after this one.
Yes, because
you gotta
that's 2
apologize.
touchdowns right there, Adam, that definitely need to be caught when they hit your hands like that. 2 beautiful balls by Eddie, and speaking with the coaches and everything like that, Eddie's going to be one of those quarterbacks going over there saying, hey, it's no problem, on to the next play. But as a quarterback, that has to hurt 2 drop touchdown passes to get you tied up here.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, does it make you question who you're going to be throwing that ball to?
Yeah.
You have the trust in your receivers to make these catches. Now, I will say that one wasn't quite as wide open as Davis is down here, but I mean, it was still a touchdown pass.
And that is actually how we're going to end the first quarter here. So Piketon leading after the first quarter 6-0. Tony, what's your thoughts on this first quarter here?
To be 100% honest, I'm watching these drop passes with these wonderful balls. I'm just wondering, not having full information, how old are these receivers? I'm seeing a lot of physical corner action. Are they just not able to handle that physicality? I don't understand. These are beautiful, beautiful balls they're dropping out there. I'm just looking for a reason. I wouldn't expect them to.
Yeah. And like Adam says on that last one, there's a little bit more coverage than there was on the first one.
It looked like the coverage got broken towards the end of the play.
Yeah.
But
it's again another one where he has 2 hands on it in the end zone. I mean, you just got to come down with that.
Randy Moss would be ashamed.
That's a huge momentum shift too, because if you catch that, you have all the momentum going.
You catch it, it's a touchdown. Now he's looking at 4th down and 9.
Exactly, and Piketon has a chance to take the momentum that they already have.
And this defense has been hungry, so it seems like they're going to capitalize on that momentum, get the ball back for their offense here.
Look, are we going to go? Oh, it looks like Oak Hill's going to go for it again on 4th and 9.
Doesn't look like they're going to punt it inside their own 40.
Yeah.
Punter's supposed to got a boot on him.
And he rolls out. And here's that Piketon defense, Adam.
Gonna
huge,
just be
huge sack. And that's something the offensive coordinator is going to go right up to that defensive coordinator and give him a big old thank you, sir. Because that not only did they not convert the 4th down there,
they got
Adam,
about 10 extra yards on.
yeah, 10 to 20, I think. I mean,
yeah, they went from about the 33 there all the way back to about the 48.
yeah.
That's big time change in
Field position.
Yeah, that's a big time change in field position.
And when you're a team like Piketon, you have so many weapons. You have Buddy Wilson in the backfield.
If you
have
punt
Brent McGuire on the outside, K Fout. You don't want to give them good field position because
if you just punt it out of the back of the end zone, you're looking at the ball in the 20. It's only a 10-yard net gain of field position, but it's better than that 30-yard or 20-yard net loss you just had.
Adam, I'm not lying. If it's me here, I'm probably going some kind of play action, some kind of waggle, going deep, see if I can't get a touchdown to really change the tides here.
Me personally, I'm giving it to Buddy.
Oh, here we go. Golian to Brent McGuire. And that is a huge completion from the 48 all the way down to the 12-yard line.
And here we're seeing this Piketon hurry-up offense. Looks like they made a couple of subs on the fly as well.
I think you got to give it to Buddy here now, Adam, like you said.
Yeah, I would have given it to him the whole drive, but I do like the play call that you had.
Buddy bounces it to outside to the left. Oh, he stiff arm.
Oh, my God.
Down.
Looks
Buddy
like there's a flag on the play
Wilson.
here, Quinn. About at the 10-yard line there. It's going to be a holding call
going to be a hold on
Piketon.
Piketon.
Just a shame.
Tony, I got to come over to you on that Buddy Wilson run here. He throws that man off of him, saying, get out of here. How does that make you feel?
Too little for me.
Okay, we talked about needing a backhoe to get the running back from last week in the away game.
That
we needed backhoe to pick the defender up off the field after that. He planted 2 people.
2 people. 1 stiff arm. What an amazing,
it looked like he threw one into the other.
Yes.
I'm surprised there isn't a little body imprint there, how hard he threw him down on the ground.
I'm just impressed. They have not been playing him as much on defense either, I've noticed. I think they're trying to save him for offense, knowing what they need to do tonight.
Which is a good strategy here when you have so many more kids in another team.
Looks
maybe
like we're going to have
a false start. And penalties are starting to come up here for the Red Streaks. That's something you can't have after a huge play to start off the drive here.
Such a great pass, such a great start to a drive, and here we are. 2 penalties later.
Little Derrick Henry-esque stiff arm there for the touchdown, and now we are back to, it looks like the Oak Hill 27. We got 3 wide receivers here to the right, 1 out to the left. Golian.
Hit as he throw.
Let's do a quick pass here, number 12. Number 12 makes a couple defenders miss. He's going to get it out to the 20.
The 29, or the 24
yeah,
there.
Somewhere between, right there on the 29, and that was completed to number 12, Mason Thacker for Piketon. We got 3 wide receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Buddy Wilson in the backfield. Screen pass here to Buddy Wilson. Oh, and he has a pasture in front of him. Touchdown,
Boom.
Buddy Wilson. The 24-yard screen pass to the house for Piketon.
He had 3 blockers up there, but only 1 person to get blocked. He had a pasture out there.
Adam, I don't know if you could have parked not 1, not 2, not 3, possibly 4 buses. And that giant hole in space that Buddy Wilson had, great blocking there. It looks like the linemen, they hold 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3. They get out there.
75
they get in front
looked like
of Buddy
he had
Wilson.
a big block down there right around the end zone.
Yes.
And it looked like he was the reason why that was a touchdown play.
Looks like Piketon's going to go for 2 here. They got 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Looking for Brent McGuire here.
Oh, big block by Zane Brownfield there, just leveling a kid.
Putting people in the ground. Zane Brownfield. Zane Groundfield is what we should call him for how many people he's putting in the ground. But Brent McGuire's going to catch that 2-point conversion. Piketon is going to go 14-0 with 11 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. Adam, what a drive by the Red Streaks.
I almost missed a 2-point conversion catch just because that hit was just monstrous. I mean, I didn't think he was going to get it because Golian was throwing it to his right, and he just, boom, lays him out, dude. It was
Tony, what do you think about the wide receiver getting some separation there on that 2-point conversion?
The guy can play cornerback just as well as he plays wide receiver. It's like I'm looking at fluid hips. He runs the routes with the people just like he can run the route better than them.
Yes.
And it was shown right there.
Yes, and one good thing to see about Piketon there, they have a couple penalties. They have the one that brings the touchdown back. Then they have a false start. Most teams, put their head down. They quit. They're kind of done. They say, maybe next drive. Piketon says, no, bring your head up. Next play. They have one play, get a little bit. Then 2 plays later, touchdown. Great work there by Piketon.
Just a minute into the second quarter, and it is 14-0.
Yes.
Piketon.
I am loving the both sides of the ball athletes tonight.
Yes.
Man, just seeing them both sides.
That's what I love so much about small schools. You go to Chillicothe, they have a lot of kids that play one side of the ball, not a whole lot of 2 sides. I love seeing the kid go up there and dominate on offense, turn around, and have to.
Good God, they're doing it.
Yes.
Their best players are best on both sides of the ball, just dominate.
You got to be playing both sides of the ball when it comes to SVC football.
Awesome.
So it looks like Piketon's going to kick it off from the 40. Now, they did try an onside kick here earlier, so it's interesting to see what they do. And they just boot this one away.
And it's going to be a
smart play there by number 13 for Oak Hill, Andy Meldick. Could have picked that up and tried to get a couple yards there, but he is unselfish, lets it roll out of bounds, and gets a few more yards there for the Oak Hill Oaks. So it looks like Oak Hill will be taking the ball over, I want to say, on the 30.
Real quick update for you, Clay. It looks like Vinton County is up 12-8 against the Circleville Tigers.
Oh, so that's definitely a game that we'll want to keep our eye on there.
Unfortunately, we missed the pregame show, so that was one of the ones I was looking forward to today. Say it's 1-0 versus 0-1 yet again. Hoping Vinton County can get that first dub this this early in the season. Give them a little building blocks to build on for the rest of the season.
Yeah, another one to look out for tonight too, Adam. That Zane Trace Waverly game. I'm excited to see how that one plays out.
Absolutely, and then there was another game you were pretty excited to see, and it was Jackson Ironton game.
Yes. Man, that Piketon defense is absolutely smothering. Come up with another sack on the play there.
Tackle for loss by Zane Brownfield.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to hear that name a lot, okay? So hopefully it doesn't get too tiring for you, but that is a household name, especially here in Piketon. Kid that we had the pleasure of having on our show. One great interview, one great humble kid, and he's going to do some big things for the Red Streaks this year. So it looks like Oak Hill's going to come out here. 3 wide receivers to the left. Davis again by himself there to the right. One running back in the backfield. Looks like they're going to fake it. And another stop by Piketon. Man. This front 4 for Piketon is just, they're eating today.
These designed runs for the quarterback are just not working for Oak Hill. I'd look to change it up just a little bit here.
Yeah, it looks like Piketon's almost ready for it, Looks like they're pretty much sending everybody but the DBs every single play at them. Man, we are having, ladies and gentlemen, I know you probably can't see it on the camera here, but it is one beautiful sunset here in the village. Wow.
Sunsetting on the football field here with the softball and baseball field looking on, man. It is such a beautiful facility.
It's beautiful,
out here.
And we said a bunch last week. It's still true this week. Football is back, baby.
It is.
Eddie's going to roll out to his left.
Looks like he's going to get taken down by Zane Brownfield.
Sack!
I think he got across the line there.
And again.
Yeah, it looks like it's just a gain of 1. Zane coming from across the field, the other side of the field, and chasing him down.
One player that he reminds me of, Adam, and I might get some flack for saying this, but Luke Kuechly, man. I mean, Luke Kuechly, he
for
was
Panthers. Retired guy from Panthers.
The
I do see that. I absolutely see that. 100%.
Yeah, he's a hard hitter. He's all over the field. He's a leader.
He's a wild man.
Yeah, and as we've been seeing on a couple plays here, he's getting the whole defense set up right before the snap. The snap happens, and then he's wherever he needs to be.
My favorite thing about Zane is he's got that flat the neck roll, the neck board sticking up.
That's how you know somebody hits
school.
hard.
Yes.
That's how you know. Drew Bob had one of those on, and I don't know how many people got to live to tell the tale about that.
What an amazing punt.
It's a great punt there
down
by
inside
McGinnis.
their 10.
McGinnis is the jack of all trades here for Oak Hill. He's getting some great catches for the wide receiver. He's getting some great punts, doing some good DB stuff.
we've seen him have 2 great punts, pin and Piketon down in their own 20. I believe the first one was on their 18. That one being down on like I believe it was the.
Looks like inside the 10, possibly on their 8 or 9.
Yeah, it's looking like it's at their 9 there. I say, and then that fake punt, even though they weren't able to capitalize on that after getting the first down off the 4th down, but that was just some great play by a punter / tight end.
Yes.
And usually these high school games, at least all the ones that I've been to, just don't see a whole lot of punters getting love.
Yeah. Which is a shame because the special team is one of the hugest assets of football.
It's special, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, ask Bill Belichick how much special teams mean.
It's a whole team of special athletes.
Yes. You got thick, too, especially when it comes to the NFL. Like, most of the people on the special team were like you just said, star athletes as a wide receiver, as a running back, some even as a quarterback in high school.
The one that really sticks out to me is a guy that the Jets used to have back when they had Rex Ryan as a coach and Mark Sanchez as a quarterback. His name was James Conner. They called him the Terminator because he was a powerful back and he terminated people, much like Zane terminated that guy on that block.
Yes.
He terminated people on the kick returns. Just some mean blocks.
Yes.
I mean, mean blocks.
All right, so first down run for 2 here. So it'll be 2nd and 8 for Piketon. Takes the snap. Golian throws it out to Wade.
Luke Golian's pass is complete. Wade found on the reception. Andy Meldick on the stop for the Oaks.
So it looks like Piketon's just trying not to do anything to make a mistake here and get an easy score for Oak Hill. I think that's smart on the coach. You have a 14-0 lead. You're 7.5 here to go in the second quarter. No need to try and do something too much here and risk a turnover. Golian, man, what I'm noticing is what I'm noticing here is Golian's doing great by going through his reads here. First read isn't there, no problem. Second read, that one right there, he hits his 3rd read, Adam. That's something you don't see on normal high school quarterbacks.
Well, that and he's pretty comfortable in the pocket there. I've seen a few times where he has maybe waited a little long to get the ball out of his hands, taking a hit, but still, making a good pass and getting the ball where it needs to go. It's just, it's a mental toughness to be able to stay in there and take a hit time after time,
Yeah. Luke Golian might have been a sleeper for our fantasy league after watching him in person here. Great punt.
It's going to be a low hanger. So we're going to get a nice little return here.
Yeah. Great open field tackle there by Wade Fout. Breaks down, doesn't let the guy go right by him, and that's exactly what Piketon needs. So it looks like Oak Hill will take over on their own side of the field here, Adam, with 6:27 to go. What are you thinking that Oak Hill's trying? They've had a couple passes here that have been good. They've been trying the run game. What do you think they try and go back here for this drive?
Honestly, I think that they're just trying to get in the end zone any way they can. They cannot keep having possessions on their own side of the field.
Coming up
great
short.
Field position coming up short,
Yeah,
man. They
and
just
it looks like
cannot
their
do it.
head coach has kind of come to the realization of that, going for it basically 3 times on 4th down last drive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it looks like he has a little sense of urgency as well. They're going to take 2 wide receivers out to the right. They're going to turn around, hand it off to the – oh,
big
wow.
Guess who?
The one and only.
Zane Brownfield. Huge, huge hit there. Just
man. And I want to allude to something that Tony kind of said earlier. They don't have Buddy Wilson playing both sides of the ball. That's dangerous if you're Oak Hill because he's staying fresh for the offense.
every time I turn over and look at Tony, I just see him smiling ear to ear just because his defense is just going crazy today.
Crazy.
I just love to see it. I'll tell you what. Like, I just love this football. Like, all scoring aside, good God.
Yes.
I love watching it. It's a great play. I got to give a shout to the trenches as well. Both sides of the ball for Piketon right now, stout.
So Oak Hill takes a snap here. Eddie. It looks like he's about to pass there. Makes an escape artist move. We got a flag on the field. That's probably going to be a holding for Oak Hill. And then we're going to have another flag. Is that intentional? There's no way that's intentional grounding. He was pretty far outside the pocket.
It's looking like he's picking that one up, maybe. Yeah, he was almost to the sideline before
That's what I
he
say.
threw
There's
the dish.
no way that's intentional grounding.
There was a penalty flag on the play.
Looks like the referee's going to let us know what's going on here. Oh, nope. Going to have a little meeting.
Got to flip it on here.
5-yard face mask.
Face.
Looked like 75 got
Grounding.
yeah, it looked like 75, I believe. It could have been 54. Got a hold of quarterback's face mask as he was trying to
Gotcha,
throw.
gotcha.
I did see his arm go out kind of high.
Yeah.
I just thought he was grasping at him and missed.
Face mask penalty on the Red
Lots of helmets, lots of hands on this bird's eye view. You know, last week you saw us down on the field. Like we talked about, we had a crazy pregame going on here. Had to cancel our game day show.
I've changed my shirt 3 times. It was soaked.
Yeah.
Soaked.
So that's why you don't see a camera on our beautiful faces this week. But we're still here to bring you great joy, great game. And Oak Hill's here to bring you another first down completion.
Nice little curl route
Right
there
there
by
to
Davis.
And Adam, you said it here earlier. It looks like he's going to be our #1 target to look for tonight.
Yeah, he's just a big-bodied receiver, and it looks like he can take the ball deep, take the top off the defense.
You know, Adam, it could be something where Vinton County, how they have Brown as the power runner and then Hayborn as the speedy guy. It looks like Davis is the possession receiver, and it looks like number 9, McGinnis, is like their long ball kind of guy. So a good 1-2 combo there.
See, I would look at McGinnis as more of a slant guy. He's going to be quick off the corners.
Yeah.
He's going to be your.
It looks like you can get him the ball, and he can do something on his own. Oh, wow.
Broke my neck there. I thought he was throwing a screen pass there to McGinnis.
So Eddie fakes everybody out, but number 45, again, that's J.J. Brunton. He gets a huge run from the 22 down to the 19, I believe.
Anytime I see a team wearing a team with a color scheme of white and black, and they got a running back wearing 45, I just think of Friday Night Lights, Booby Miles.
Instant classic. Now, Adam, important question here. Show or movie, which one did you think was better?
Haven't really dove into the show. The movie is just it is absolute classic.
If you get into the show, become a Riggins guy.
Yeah, and skip seasons like.
Oh, here we go.
3.
And, with a dart!
Oh, that ball was taken!
Picked up by Piketon!
What a play!
Wow!
Just took it from him.
And Brett McGuire. Tony, I got to get you on the. You've been calling him out on both sides of the ball. What do you think of that amazing interception there by Brett?
The ball can go into your hands, but if you're both in the same place at the same time, it becomes who wants it more. And when you're running the route as good as them, he's going to take it back with him. I sat there, and I don't think anybody else was looking at it. I was like, I don't think the ball is in his hands.
Yeah.
I could
God
be
almighty,
wrong
I
on this.
love it.
Usually when it's a tie-up like that, it always goes to the offensive player. So I thought that could have been called a touchdown. They just waited a little too longer, and he ripped it right out.
Dude, I saw in a video before the game that I heard his catch radius is the equator. And I've seen it on defense, too.
I think what Tony said, I don't think he ever planted his feet, and he pulled it out before he landed.
Yeah, he could have not had possession.
Yeah,
so
I think that's.
I think he was in the place, caught it. Dude's like hands are just like that. And he's like, actually, I'm more of a man than you.
Man, huge turnaround there. I do want to say that's a great pass by Eddie. It looked like it was number 12 on the reception there, Mason Davis. I could have been wrong on that one. It just seems like a better play for Piketon there. I don't want to say Oak Hill did anything wrong there. I think Piketon just wanted it a little bit.
It was
more.
a beautiful pass. It was just
talk about beautiful. Oh,
the
Just threw the
defender
hands
just
of Wade
ended up
Fout
getting in
there.
there and taking it out. Just
Yeah.
ripping it out of him.
So 3:30 to go here after an amazing interception by Brent McGuire there.
I'm
Looks
glad
like
I played Tony last week.
I'm glad I don't play him this week.
Is he playing Andy?
Oh no, I am playing Tony. This isn't good.
I literally have been listening to you say the whole time and didn't correct you. I was like, it's me.
And he's through the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Red Streaks.
Beautiful short pass by goalie in there.
That's a huge catch and run by number 12. That's 86-yard touchdown. Mason Thacker. Adam, that's something we said before the game here. You can't expect just one wide receiver for Piketon to go off. That's another wide receiver you got to expect to go off.
All about the yak, man.
Yes.
All about the yak. Yards after catch. He had it looked like he could have got tackled 2 or 3 times down there, right around the 20 down there. Just got wheels on him, man.
Yes,
just
and
got
what
a
a
pair of
play.
wheels on him.
Like you've been saying all night, those short passes been working for Piketon. Here they go for 2.
Looks like somebody
Incomplete.
13 got a hand up on it.
Wow. What a play by Piketon. So that will give Piketon a lead of 20-0. 3:15 to go here in the first half of football. Adam, what a play. One big play after another for these Red Streaks. Tony, our wide receiver man over here, what do you think about that yak?
Okay, one, I love the yak yardage, but I'm just amazed at how good Oaks is playing. But it really is just big play after big play, just like Georgia, Ohio State, or even Ohio State, Michigan. It's like they're playing a really good game. They've got good players on the team, but it is just big play after big play, and it seems like somebody wants it just a little bit more today.
It seems like like you said, with those big plays, it seems Piketon's making them. Oak Hill's just coming up a little short. You have the 2 drop passes. You have the legit touchdown catch from Oak Hill that's just ripped out of their hands.
Buddy refusing to go down. It's just been very constant, hungry mentality.
Man, you know, Brock Netter picked this Piketon team as his SVC champions before the year started. I'm really starting to see why.
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
You know?
Defense wins championships.
Yes.
And this is a defensive
team. He might
team.
win a championship for Piketon and the K9 unit out here.
I love it.
I'd love it. Man, so after an exciting few plays here, Piketon's going to kick it off from the 40. He's going to receive by Oak Hill from the 20. He's going to get out to the 30. Try to bounce it out. Oh, running. Oh, he's going the wrong way. Man, one thing I have to say about Piketon's defense and special teams is it's never just one guy making the tackle. It is a host of tacklers coming up to finish the play. We also want to give a shout out here to Piketon. This is the first time I've been here since they got this turf field. It is absolutely beautiful.
Last time I was at Piketon, it rained. This time I was at Piketon, it rained.
It got rain sideways.
It's going to rain. No, but like we said earlier when that sun was setting, it's just a beautiful facility out here.
Yes.
Not just a football facility. They have a beautiful baseball field and a beautiful softball field right here. Right next to each
They've
other.
also been a huge help as a host. I want to give a huge shout out to the AD Libby. She's been making sure that everything's run smoothly here for us. We cannot appreciate her enough.
She is absolutely a leader for
Yes.
sure.
I would follow her into battle for sure.
Honestly, it's no surprise that this Piketon defense is so good.
Yeah, they're probably scared that if they do bad, that she's going to yell at them.
Yeah.
That's probably what Coach Golling's saying. It's like, hey, I'll get Libby on you guys.
Also, shout out to all the Piketon fans out there. It seems like Piketon is one of our biggest fan bases. And it kind of shocked us all.
It did. You know, me being a Payne Valley guy, you know, Derek Huntington and Andy with Adina, you with Vinton County, that's kind of who we thought would be our biggest fans. Piketon.
Oh, way to get.
Pass
Oh,
away.
nice catch.
Oh, nice catch by number 13. He makes a move, gets the first down, tackle there by.
That was a way to make a play out of nothing. It looked
Yes.
like he was just throwing that ball away to avoid a sack. It looked like it wasn't even intended for number 13. It looked like he just jumped up there and grabbed it, snatched it right out of the sky.
And again,
This looks
that
like
is
that's
number
not gonna be a
13
first
on the
down
catch,
either.
Andy Meldick. Talk about some yak there, Adam. Great play by the quarterback to get to the wide receiver, but then he makes a great play to get it into a first down.
Well, it's looking like it's going to be 3rd down and inches here. I said it's showing 1st down, but just a second ago it was showing 3rd down. So I'm thinking they might bring the chains out here, kind of see what we got. Nope, they are calling it a 1st down now.
Looks like Oak Hill got enough for a first down. 1st and 10 for the Oaks at the 40-yard line. 2:07 on the clock, please. 2:07.
So it looks like we have a clock malfunction. Should be 2 minutes, 7 seconds left in the game, or in the half.
This
That
one
was
flew
a
by.
quick game. Looks like Oak Hill, they kind of have to go into a 2-minute formation here.
I mean, if
You
we're
know,
being honest,
it's weird to say they've had success with the passing game because they're just a couple of drop passes from having huge passing numbers.
I mean, they are. I mean, it was on the same drive, but they've dropped 2 touchdown
Wow.
passes.
Davis.
Nice little possession catch there.
Pass is complete to Mason Davis.
See, I would expect him, you know, because he's a bigger-bodied receiver, I'd expect him to kind of throw the ball up and let him go up and get it, maybe, you know, moss over a few people.
Second down and 2 for
Again, though,
the 48-yard
and Tony highlighted him a little bit earlier in the call, but this Piketon front on the offense and defensive side is absolutely just wreaking havoc for Oak Hill. Eddie's trying to his best to read the receivers, but when you got 3, 4 silver helmets right there in your face,
I will say, I think that those front guys down there in the trenches for Piketon is making up for maybe a little bit of shaky play in the secondary, and it's not a bad shaky. It's just, I will say this. The recovery time for Piketon, their secondary is great. So maybe they get burnt, but they're able to recover.
Yes.
Much like that interception in the end zone down there, it looked like maybe that was a little bit of a blown coverage, and somebody just made up for it, was able to save somebody's butt,
And that comes into football IQ there, I think. Hey, I got beat. What can I do right now to bust back and get where I need to be,
Or, hey, my teammate got beat. How can I help him
exactly
not get yelled at by coach?
And that's all it ever comes down to. How do we not get yelled at by the coach?
And I think that's why some of my favorite coaches have always just been kind of like the hard asses. Just because,
Dave Shoemaker, have you ever heard him?
Yeah, just because they kind of build a camaraderie with the players on the field, and kind of it's like us versus you.
So it looks like Oak Hill's going to take it. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 out to the right. Big throw here.
Just overthrows Davis out there.
So something I like to see, it looks like Oak Hill's kind of made an adjustment here. They've been leaving that number 45 in the backfield to block rather than sneaking them out for a route. And I think that's what you need a little bit more. I don't think
when he first came into the game, that's what he was doing.
What'd you say?
I said when he first came into the game, that's what he was doing. I noticed that he came into the game just for kind of blocking, and then he had that one decent run there.
Yeah. I think right now, you have Davis, you have number 9 here. Number 13's been stepping up for you. I think
that number 13's got a pair of wheels. I thought he was going to catch Mason on that long. Was it an 86-yard run?
Yeah,
or 86-yard pass. I thought he was going to catch him. He does have some wheels.
But yeah, I definitely think more than anything right now for Oak Hill, especially whenever Piketon knows you're trying to pass, you definitely need that extra blocker in there to give your quarterback. You don't even need a full second. If you can get half a second longer, that makes all the difference in the world.
See if they get this 4th down conversion here. It looks like 13 here was saying that there might have been a little bit of pass interference.
Yeah.
Maybe he was being held a little bit. His jersey looks like it was being tugged on.
I think the only reason for the non-call there
uncatchable
is,
ball.
Yeah, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is there
the
holding?
The holding could have happened before the ball was thrown, and I think
Yeah.
that's what he was kind of saying. I said the pass interference is the uncatchable ball, and I'm not even sure that's a rule in high school.
Yeah,
that could just be college, NFL.
If you guys could tell how many games we've called for high school, you're correct. 1.5, and we're not even to the half part yet.
1 in 45% of them.
So it looks like Piketon will take over here on Oak Hill's 48. Minute 34 to go. They're up 20-0. We've had a huge touchdown here from Piketon in bunches. See if they can get another one here. Gullion takes a snap. Oh, and they're
Beautiful
running out right
pass.
away. Britt McGuire.
No good.
Great coverage there for Oak Hill.
Great hustle by Oak Hill quarterback on defense to try to jump on that supposed loose ball.
Yeah.
And,
that pass is broken up there by Andy Meldick. He's kind of been everywhere on the field here in this last half of the second quarter. Makes the plays on offense. He's getting some broken up passes here for the defense. Going.
Look like a little short pass.
Pass
here.
out. Foul. Oh, actually, that is not foul. That is number 12.
That was on Mason
Thacker.
You are hearing the name Andy Meldrick a lot for this Oak Hill defense. I believe that is number 13 there.
Yes.
So he is all over the place on this defensive side of the ball for Oak Hill.
Yes.
Which is kind of surprising because he is a safety. I believe he's.
And he's coming up making tackles 1 or 2 yards after the line of scrimmage. Drop pass there for Piketon. They try to go back to number 12 there, Mason Thacker. It looks like if he catches it there, too, he's gone for a big, big play.
Just a great turnout, again, for this Piketon team here. These hometown guys, they really like to come out and support their Piketon Red Streaks.
Yes, Piketon really did come out and support here for the fans. They got some great shirts here for the National Guard as well. I wish I could tell you what they say, but I definitely tell you the logo looks cool. Looks like Buddy Wilson going up the middle here.
Running like a man, powering through that hole. And again, mostly a speed back, but he will power through some holes there. He's another one of those guys that just does not stop chopping his feet.
No.
He's going to run until he is on the ground.
3rd down and 2 here for Piketon. 55 seconds to go. See if they can punch it in to give him a 4-score lead going into the half. Pass out. Oh, what a hit for Oak Hill. Davis.
We heard that one up here.
Yes. That made my chest hurt.
12, Mason Davis on the coverage. Pass was intended for Mason Thacker.
Shout out Mason Thacker, just jumping right back up.
After the incompletion, 4th down and 2 for the Red Streaks from the Oak Hill 28.
4th and 2 here. Adam, you have your 3 timeouts. I think you just need to turn around and give it to Buddy Wilson and let him get you the 1st down here. Call a timeout and keep the drive going.
And that's what it's looking like they're going to do with a 1-receiver formation here. Looks like they got 2 tight ends, two backs in the backfield. Is that going to be? Yeah, it's got Zane Brownfield and Buddy. Looks like.
Yeah, I think Pike's going to call their first timeout.
Oak Hill's going to call their final timeout. Oh wait, no, that is Piketon. That is Piketon.
Piketon,
Sorry.
yep.
It was the quarter switch.
Yeah, they switched on you. So Piketon's going to call their first timeout of the half here. 45 seconds to go. They were up 20-0.
Now you said give it to Buddy. I saw Zane in that backfield. I said give it to him. Let him pound it for a few yards like the Fridge used to do.
I think you. I like that. I think what I would do is put them both back there, keep them guessing, because one doesn't have it, the other one's laying the hammer.
I just saw the neck flap, and I was like, "There's my boy."
Tony, what are you thinking though? They do 45 seconds to go here on this 4th and 2 from their own 28.
Whatever they need to do, I think it needs to start up the middle. 69 Noah Metzger is getting elite sets. He's coming up. He's facing a massive nose guard and losing an inch at a time. And to me, that's a win every time. So I don't know. I'm interested. I think stick to the ground. I know there's not much time, but
I've seen that pass 100 times.
Piketon just called 2 plays here. We're going to run it. If we get it, get up to the line. We're running this play right here. Once that goes, call timeout.
See, I think really they're probably only going to call 1 play, and it's going to be a touchdown play.
Oh, that's true. Watch out for Britt McGuire here by himself down on the right side. Now, he does have number 9, Garrick McInnes, so. Oh, they had us all wrong.
Goalie's
QB dive. You know, they took that Buddy Wilson, Zane Brownfield, and said, we're having both blocked. Goliath's going to get us this 1st down.
You got the speed and the power coming at you.
Going takes it. Deep throw to Britt McGuire.
Oh, through his hands.
And out of his hands for another touchdown almost.
And he is frustrated with himself on that one. And again, that is another one of those. You have to catch him. You have to catch him. Hit both your hands, all 10 fingers yet again. You got to catch those balls.
And Tony, I believe he's playing at number 6. Is that Noah Metzger you're talking about here?
I think it was. I wanted to make sure. I'm just saying.
Yes.
I said I wanted to go through him.
Yes.
I swear I saw a tractor trailer size lane through there.
Yes. Good here. Aaron out again. Goalie and rolling out to his left. He's going to keep it for himself. Cross the 20, cross the 15, all the way out to the 10. That's going to be a 1st down. 22 seconds left. The clock will stop with it being high school. So get him to move the chains here. What do you do if you're Piketon? They're hurrying up to the set. We got 3 to the right, 1 to the left for wide receivers.
Oh, he's a drop ball.
Throw it to the end zone.
Wounded duck.
Oh, he catches it off the tip. Touchdown,
He
Brett
catches it off the
McGuire
tip.
off the tip pass. That's a touchdown, Red
What
Streaks.
a great grab.
Wow. Way to stay
And
with
then
the
layup
play
celebration. You got to love the layup celebration.
There. Uh-oh. Yep, it's standing. Okay, I saw the referees talking. I want to make sure that nothing happened there. What a great catch there by Britt McGuire for the Red Streaks.
Lucky pass. Great catch.
Yes, and Oak Hill does a great job. They get up, they get their hand on it.
If the timing was right there, that's an interception.
Yes.
The defender mistimed it, ended up just getting a hand on it instead of being able to get up there and catch it.
Piketon's going to go for 2 here. They got two back set in the gun. They have 1 wide receiver out to the left.
Hand off to Buddy Wilson
and
right
Buddy
at the
Wilson's
middle.
going to do what Buddy Wilson does. Running right down the middle for a 2-point
13
conversion.
seconds left.
Not,
Hell of a first half
Yes.
by Piketon.
yes, so 13 seconds to go here in the second half. We have Piketon 28, Oak Hill 0. Tony, I got to bring you in for that Brent McGuire touchdown. What'd you think about that, buddy?
Look, I came in here to fall in love with Buddy Wilson, Brett McGuire, and the rest of the boys. I'm loving the trenches,
Yes.
okay? Because it's just, you were talking about Cleve going through his progressions. He's got time because of the trenches. We see a lot of things happening because of the time and the space that these running backs have. I'm loving every second of it. I want to talk about Brett McGuire's touchdown, but that was like 7 straight plays of elite trench activity causing everything that was going on. The athletes are there. I like the big
You know what the number one thing to a good pass game is? Good pass protection. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, absolutely. Hey, Tone, do me a favor. Next time, put your mic a little closer to your mouth. I can hardly hear that beautiful voice of yours.
I know I'm a loud mouth. Sometimes I get scared.
There it is.
There it is. I knew it was missing that harmony. So to recap a great first half here for
Real quickly,
Piketon.
do you think they go for an onside kick, get the ball back, and take a shot deep? 13 seconds left.
Talk about nails in the coffin. that would
Gutsy
be
call.
What a shot. Nope, they booted away here. I was
Yeah,
gonna say
it's
that should
looking
be down for Oak Hill. If I'm Oak Hill, I'm taking a knee. I'm running it into halftime, and I'm getting the half over with.
I would say it's too early in the season for that, but it is so far been a kind of a beat down. It's 28-0 out there. Granted, it's been a little bit closer.
Hey,
it's not been too close of a game,
I know
but
you
it should
can
at least be 7 or 6.
That is true.
With those drop touchdown
Oak Hill,
passes.
Oak Hill has
Back-to-back.
2 touchdowns that should be on the board that literally got just ripped away from them.
Yeah. Absolutely, I forgot about the interception that got ripped away. It should be at least a 12 to 28 point ball game right now.
So it looks like Oak Hill says we're going for it. Hand it off to number 21. He's going to get a few yards here.
Few
He's
yards.
get
Looks
out
like he's
to the
taking
41. And it looks like that is going to be the first half for us. Oh, no, timeout Oak Hill.
6 seconds left. Looks like they're going to take a shot here.
Do you take a shot or do you pass for a first down, hurry up to the line, and then take your shot?
Well, with the way that their play sets have been going, most of these plays are lasting right around 4 to 5 seconds. So I don't think they have enough time. They have no timeouts. I don't think they have enough time to, And honestly, they're doing a lot of short plays. That was like their biggest play from scrimmage, and it just so happened to be a run. Guy breaking a few tackles. So they've been throwing the ball short. They haven't had a whole lot of success getting it deep. So honestly, I'm not even sure they would be able to get the first down to get up on and then run another play.
Tony, what are you thinking here?
Hook and ladder.
The old hook and ladder pulling it up first half.
Oh, hook and ladder left. Varsity Blues talking about Friday Night Lights
I
earlier.
just want a nice button hook pass, scoop it right to him, run as fast as you can through it. If you fumble, whatever happens, go into halftime.
I was going to say, talk about if that works, though, plenty of momentum for him to go in the half. And I think Oak Hill will get the ball to start the second half. So you could cut the lead in half. You can get a touchdown here and then get a touchdown.
Substitution infraction, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
5 yards ain't going to do a whole lot here for Oak Hill. I think you're still going to be running the same play here. Just unfortunate error for them.
And I feel like that's another thing that's kind of, a story of this first half is just
Oak
the
Hill
mental
shooting
errors
foot.
committed by Oak Hill. That one seemed like it might have been a coaching staff error, not being able to get, all the players off the field, or it could have just been a player not knowing where he's exactly where he's supposed to be.
Being a former player, I know that's definitely a possibility.
I realized that halfway out. I was like, oh, these guys are 16, 17, 18 years old, so I can understand, maybe one of them looked like 9 here, maybe had a little bit of a
Makes a nice
early move. And that is
and that is how we're going to end the first half. Piketon 28, Oak Hill 0.
Let me see if I can't get us a Vinton County update.
I swear to God, he was about to lateral that ball.
Alrighty, folks, so that is going to be 28-0. We're going to give you a break from having to hear our voices here for a minute, and we'll be right back to give you some score updates. I think that way we can kind of get a break and then look up some scores to kind of come back in.
if he wants, we can have him and Tony go to like the student section, give him best sign or whatnot.
Yeah, do you want to do that? I can do it if you want.
Do you have the mic?
Yeah, I brought it up here.
Oh, okay.
But the student section's gone. But I don't mind.
Is it? Oh yeah.
It is non-existent right now.
We can wait right before the half starts.
Next year, we gotta get rid of the.
Am I good to do?
And welcome back into this live broadcast of Piketon versus Oak Hill, presented to you by Ride the Wave Show. Before we get this halftime show underway, we would like to give another huge shout out to our sponsor, Hammond Lawn Care. Again, if you need anything taken care of, your lawn mowed, your yard cleaned up, your snow removed in the wintertime, he's your guy. He's got great prices. He gets it done quickly, and he's a great stand-up guy. So give him a shout-out for any of your lawn care needs. We're going to give you some score updates here around the league. Adina down to FC. Guys, I think that stood for Fairfield Christian, if I'm not mistaken. They're down 14-21. Huntington down against Eastern, 6-0. Paint Valley hanging in there with West Jeff. They're only down 28-13.
Vinton County,
last that we heard, up 13-7 on Amanda Clear Creek. Logan Elm up 14-6 on Westfall. That's huge for Westfall there, guys. And Waverly is up on Zane Trace, 21-7. Adam, do you have any update for the Vinton County game?
Oh, yeah, it's a half. I was just trying to fill a space there because it looked like you were reading. So
sorry about that.
Vinton County, 12-8.
12-8.
Yeah,
okay.
It was
So we got
8-6 into the first.
Barn burner going on down there. So looks like there's some great games around the league.
Now, you said Adina was down 21-14? I thought that they had scored 3 touchdowns. I thought they were up. I thought they had 21.
No, this has, unless they got a touchdown right before the half, but this just has SVC Sports Zone saying near half, 14-21 FC. So, yeah, we have a bunch of good games going on around the league, some outside the league, like that Vinton County game. Here we have a 28-0 lead for Piketon. That starts with Luke Golian rushing touchdown, followed up by 2 Brent McGuire touchdowns, and a huge 80-yard touchdown pass and catch run for Wade Fowl, and that is how we are here at 28-0. Adam, what has been some things that have been huge for you to see here in this first half?
Honestly, it's just the team effort by the front four for that Piketon defense. I mean, like I said, the secondary's not playing bad. Maybe 1 or 2 people getting burned here or there, but it's just they cannot get the ball down the field because it's just they have so much pressure. The quarterback's being so hurt, he's getting hits on him. He's trying to avoid eight silver helmets coming at him. So I mean, the biggest thing for me is just how much that Piketon defense wants it. There's a reason it's 28-0. There's a reason there's a goose egg up there, and it's just because this Piketon defense is hungry.
Yeah, they have been hungry. They've been hitting, and they've been following the Zane Brownfield code. Tony, what's some things in this first half? That pass drop there for Davis right there in the end zone. A couple plays later, have another drop touchdown pass for number 9. Sorry, I should know his name by now from all he's doing, McInnes. Drop touchdown pass by him, and then they actually throw – he really throws a touchdown pass, but it's just ripped out of the hands of the receiver by Brent McGuire. Something that I'd like to say, fellas, is the physicality of Piketon. Most time whenever you say physicality, you're talking about the defensive side, and they are here. They're in the backfield every single play. They're being physical on offense. On the run game, the line, like you guys have been saying, they're getting into him. The wide receivers aren't being afraid to get some separation here.
One of the biggest hits happened from a Piketon fullback.
Yeah.
Zane Brownfield. Just a monster block.
Yes. Again, with the separate, Brent McGuire's second touchdown, almost an interception there for Oak Hill. Barely gets their fingertips on it, but where he creates a separation, he's all by himself, right in the breadbasket there from Luke Golian. Tony, you have Piketon's defense for your fantasy team. How are you feeling about them this week?
I was hyped on draft day, and I'm hyped now. I'll never let him go. I said I was going to take him first overall. It was a joke, but I continue to get proven correct I was wrong.
You would have been reaching for the stars on that one.
I love it. And again, there's a couple different things. There was a pick that got called back too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's stuff that didn't even happen for this defense. I'm talking things that almost were a sack, almost a tackle for a loss, a ton of 1-yard gains that were nothing.
It's a shame that pick did not count.
Exactly.
It's a shame that pick did not count.
The one that did count, though, bully ball. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Talk about being physical. That interception was caught by Oak Hill and ripped out of their hands.
I'm telling you, he stamped that route. He knew it was going. He stood his ground and said, I'm here. It wasn't even necessarily like a man-to-man coverage on that. It was, I know this route. I know where it's going. He's throwing here. And he stood his ground, and the receiver can't necessarily go through that. He tries to catch through it. You can't catch through a body.
And as you were saying, Tony, you're kind of excited to see what Oak Hill does coming out here in the second half. Do they keep the same energy? Do they keep hype? I'm interested to see on what Piketon does come out in the second half. Do they turn to the ground game early, just ground and pound, get that clock rolling, or do they go for a touchdown here? Because I do believe a 35-point lead is a running clock. So do you go for that quick touchdown to start the half and then go to the run game, keep that clock rolling? Because, you know, a 4-touchdown lead, I can be the first to say that can evaporate quickly. I remember my junior and my senior year, it flipped on me. My junior year, we go into the halftime down 28-0 against Adina, come back, win that game 35-28. Next year, go into halftime up 28-7. Script flipped on us, and we lose 35-28. So, you know, a 4-touchdown game, not always a huge thing to overcome. Now, I will say the way that Piketon's playing, it's going to be a little difficult to come back from.
You got to get a quick stop.
Yes.
It's got to come out, stop, and just run
Piketon's
from
going to
there.
be on defense first off, so I mean, they got to get a quick punch in. You know,
And I think Piketon, as of tonight, would prefer to come out first on defense because that defense is what's really been setting the tone for him here.
I say, that's grown up playing football. Grandpa he was a director of Vinton County Little Vikes football program, and that was his strategy, was go ahead and take the ball first, or take defense first, so that way you can set the tone by smashing some people in the mouth.
Yep. Oak Hill's going to get it here from about their own 22. Nice return here to about. Oh, we're going to have a flag here. I think that's going to be on number 12 or number 15. I couldn't really tell for Oak
block in
Hill.
the back on number 15.
What was
I
that?
think it's a block in the back on number 15.
Yeah. Just if that play happens closer to the ball, maybe not called. But, you know, when you're out in the open like that, holding. So that's going to take a good return to the 35, back to where it would have started on a touchback for the 25. Oak Hill is going to come out here. Again, like we were talking about, Tony says, you know, they have those couple of plays, the ball goes through the wide receiver's hands. Then they kind of got away from that, went back to a little dink and dunk, little run here. It makes you think what they're going to do starting out this second half.
Personally, I think that was a missed call. I do not think it was a holding because
it definitely looked more like a block in the back.
Yeah, I say.
So it looks like Oak Hill is going to come out here more. I don't want to call it looks like more of like a power set here.
It looks like they're in the pistol formation, a single back. So it's a gain of like 1 or 2 there.
And here's something that you got to be ready for on Piketon's side. Oak Hill might get a little chippy here. You know, they're down big and get a little frustrating. You don't want to retaliate if they do anything here to get you in trouble, not only for this game, but next game, Adam. Because I think if you get thrown out here, you're out the first half of next week as well. Oak Hill's going to come out here, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Pistol formation with a number, I can't tell who that is in the backfield there. I think it's number 45.
I think this formation set was just.
Was that to the right?
I'm surprised he was able to stay in bounds there on the far side. I thought he was gonna be pushed out well behind.
Again, this Piketon defense is absolutely smothering here for the Red Streaks. If they can get 3 out here, they go down, they punch it in. It could be.
I think they are going to go 3 and out here, just because I seen Zane Brownfield making some motions out there. Looks like he's calling this next one.
So Oak Hill will take it from their own 31 here. It'll be 3rd and 9, 11:02 to go in the third quarter. It looks like we have a little bit of a hold up here. I got so used to the play clocks at Payne Valley, I can't tell how much time's left on the play clocks here anymore. That is something, though, that the great Libby was telling us that they have been working on to get out here. Oh, big pass play here.
For a second there, I thought it was going to be intercepted.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to be able to have the speed to get under that. It looked like it was.
And that's something that to look for in high school. You know, these DBs are also wide receivers, so whenever it's a go-get-it ball like that, it's nice to have a wide receiver to be the one to go get it. You know what I mean? They have a good reel on the ball. They normally have some good hands. Or, we were talking to somebody the other day. He's like, yeah, normally wide receivers in high school have good hands, so they get flipped on the other side of the ball. So it looks like Oak Hill will punt here. Now, McInnes, he's had a couple of good punts pinning Piketon back deep
Twice
in this
within
game.
their own 20.
Oh, blocked
blocked.
by Piketon. McInnes going to pick it up. Oh, he might do something with it. Oh, what a play
And that is
by
the
McInnes.
first down.
Oh, my goodness. Oak Hill goes from a blocked punt. McInnes doesn't give up on the play, picks it up, and takes it to the other side of the field, barely getting that first down. What a heads-up play there, Adam.
It looked like there was just a little bit of poor awareness there by the Piketon player. Somebody got in there and blocked it, and it looked like he was able to make a play and dive on it, but just his awareness wasn't there. Didn't know where the ball was, and instead of jumping on it himself, he was able to pick it up, take it to.
There's plays like that, Adam, in football where, you do something good, but then it's just so weird. Like, did the play get blown dead, blah, 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 blah.
Playing to the whistle.
Well, yeah, what a heads-up play there by McInnes from Oak Hill to get him a first down and give him some momentum here. And they're just going to take that momentum and get a nice run up the middle. Number 45 there for Oak Hill. Looks like it's going to be a gain of 5 on the play, I want to say.
Now I could be wrong on this. It looks like Oak Hill's running a little bit of RPOs here.
Yeah.
Because it looks like every time they hand it off, you got number 9 taking a step back. Look like he's doing a little screen route, bubble route every single time.
And that's J.J. Brunton on the handoff there. So we got 2 wide receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Brunton with the ball again up the middle. Not a whole lot there. Maybe 1 on the play. Give him a 3rd and 5.
Evan Shoemaker on the stop for the Red Streaks.
Now that front 7 for Piketon has been really, really good in the first half. They come out, they do really, really good. First 3 downs there, but, with a big play like that for Oak Hill, that can take a little bit of air out. You think you got off the field, you got them to a 3 and out, you might go get a break if you're one of the guys that just play defense. And instead, you're out there for a little bit longer. It could get you playing on your heels a little bit.
Well, yeah, not even just that. It's also the field position change. You know, you go from possibly having it inside your own 20 to now, they still got the possession of the ball.
Oak Hill's going to take the snap here. Oh, my goodness.
And it looks like Zane was.
Wow. And that's
number 54.
Yeah, it's number 54 there for Piketon. Adam, it looked like Piketon was untouched there for that. They go flying through the middle there.
He goes in, gets the sack, gets slipped, falls down, gets back up, and makes the sack.
That's something I have definitely noticed about this Piketon group.
No
Adam.
quit in any of these players out here. They have a motor that's just not going to quit.
Yes. Weird play for them on that block punt. I almost have to feel for the players there. When I played that, I would be lying if I said that didn't happen to me a couple of times. Actually, a huge game against Unioto. Shout out to Peyton North. I know he'll remember
there's
this.
a little confusion there by the Piketon defense.
I
thought
almost got another one.
Blocked.
Man, good punt.
Yeah, had some nice distance there. Takes him down to inside the 30, looking like the 29 there.
So good job there by Piketon, having to stay out for a few extra plays, but putting their
putting a wall up there and just kind of holding strong.
Looks like the referees are calling for something here. Oh, just the ball replacement here. But, yeah, what you were saying there, Adam, I mean, way to dig your cleats in and just make a stop again. You know what I mean? But we're getting here. These Piketon Red Streaks don't quit, man. They are playing through the whistle almost every single time, and I hate to say almost. I would have said every time, but again, that punt. Don't want to put any
I don't think that
blame
was.
there.
I don't think that was necessarily people not playing to the whistle. I think it was just a lack of
Confusion.
awareness, not
Yes.
knowing where the ball was,
Yes.
maybe thinking it went out of bounds.
And that's a hard thing to practice, honestly,
Yeah.
because in practice, you know, it's just a different vibe. You know what I mean?
You know, I just realized that's another stat for this Piketon defense to just keep building up points.
What is it about people playing me that their defenses just go off, dude?
It's not even just that. Who's your running back this week, Tony?
Uh-oh.
DJ Croker and
Gonna have a hellacious game from DJ here.
Yes.
I said just because he's playing Clay.
I've been getting some updates. Not quite yet. Incoming.
Incoming,
Huntington's a little slow
absolutely.
start, but they'll be there.
Piketon's going to take it from their 25, pass out here to – oh, did he catch that?
Great play by the receiver to go in
Wow.
and make sure that was not picked off because it looked like it was about to be a pick, and Fout just came in there and muscled his way in and made sure that he was going to get his quarterbacks back there.
Yeah, Golian, he threads the needle through 3 defenders there. Again, huge concentration by Fout to hold on to that.
See, I would say that's one of those ones where he maybe didn't thread the needle. He might have misthread the needle, and luckily he had somebody out there that kind of saved him.
Buddy Wilson. Oh, and just a host of Oak Hill tacklers there. That's the first time tonight that Buddy Wilson hasn't had his way with the running game.
Now,
There.
correct me if I'm wrong. We haven't seen a whole lot of touches from Buddy Wilson. He had a couple of those 2 big runs, you know, at probably about 50 yards off of 2 carries. But, you know, honestly, in that first half, I'm saying only, but I'd say he only probably had about 80 yards, almost a buck there.
It's almost like they've been using him as a decoy, you know. It's a great coaching again here by Golian, but, you know, maybe he noticed, hey, they're going to be keying on Wilson a lot. We're going to get our other weapons involved and make them defend them.
Yeah, kind of spread out that defense and open up the running lanes.
Man, and another great stop here by Oak Hill.
Just a host of Oak Hills.
Oak Hill's defense came ready to play this second half here. And, you know, we're talking about at halftime with a 28-point lead's not as big as people think it is. It's only 4 scores, you know. You can get a little too comfortable if you're the team that's up 28-0, you know what I mean? And maybe not be as aggressive. And are we going for it here on 4th down?
Looks like we got a little bit of movement by 78 for Oak Hill
I was
there.
going to say, talking about being aggressive.
And that's looking like it's going to be a first down.
Yep. And that's another penalty for Oak Hill that's just been a problem for him tonight, you know.
Just shooting themselves in the foot constantly.
Yes.
Like that was the tail of the first half for Oak Hill. Just, you know, maybe this game's not 28-0 if they don't have a couple of penalties that kind of hurt them and stall out drives. You know, obviously those 2 drop passes for touchdowns and then that one that was ripped out.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
And it's been too is who's handled the miscues better. As we get a handoff to Wilson, makes 1 tackle or miss, makes a bunch more miss, gain of about 5. But, you know, Piketon on that first drive, you know, they have a couple of flags. They have the drop snap, and, you know, but they've been able to turn around, and ever since then pretty much get a touchdown every drive.
That looked a little bit like just early game jitters.
Yeah.
You know, just getting the flow of the game, kind of getting it figured out. And
Especially
here we are 28
with a
points
game
later.
like this, with it being, you know, the National Guard game. I'm pretty sure Oak Hill is a huge rival of theirs.
Another bobble snap right there on that pass.
Pass out to Fout. Oh, might have a flag here. No, I thought he might have got – Oak Hill might get hit with a late hit call there, but ref does not think so, and it'll be a first down
like
Piketon.
9 shaking up a little bit here. Looks like he's holding that right arm.
That's definitely something you don't want to see if you're an Oak Hill fan right now.
And it's that special teams play, especially from him, that's just coming up so clutch for him. You know, he's doing good things on the offensive side, but when it comes to special teams, you know, the awareness to pick up that punt, get the first down, his second running first down on a 4th down punt attempt.
Oh, Golian going to keep it here.
Nice block
Nice
there
tackle by
54.
number 68 for Oak Hill. That is going to be Mikey Williams on the tackle.
Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6 for the Red Streaks at the 43-yard line.
And that was just a nice open field form tackle there. But what I was more impressed with was that block that 54 laid down on somebody. Just a monster block there. Looks like we're going to have a sack. Oh, a fumble.
Is that picked up by Oak Hill?
Picked up by Oak Hill. Got a goalie and fumble there.
Sacked in the backfield.
Guys, I have some big breaking news out of the NFL. Trey Lance has been traded to the Cowboys for a 4th-round pick. What? Wow.
They can have him.
Yeah.
Adding another elite interception thrower down there in Dallas.
I was about to say, as a Philly fan, Tony, how's that make you feel?
Happy.
Oak Hill has the ball first and 10 from midfield.
I love the Woodward answer.
I can give you a couple more, but I can't do it on air.
Sorry, folks. I was not ready for that. That was awesome. All right, so Oak Hill's going to take it away here on the 50. 1st and 10 with 4:46 to go. Down 28-0. Looks like we have 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Oh, my
monster
goodness.
hit.
Number 11 just comes through for Piketon and delivers the blow. That is going to be...
Savage was bringing the heat.
Is that White Savage?
What are you feeling about that, Tony?
I apologize. I had to put my headset back on because I was hype. Oh, my. That was like a concrete.
Yes. Wyatt Savage coming in and just absolutely delivering a blow on that one. So that's going to
Great
put
last name.
Yeah.
Savage. And just a savage hit there.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 here for Oak Hill. If I had to guess, they'll probably do 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Oh, look at that. And it's going to be Davis by himself to the right.
One-on-one coverage with Davis. Again, I would look to target him just a little bit
Yeah.
more. I mean, you can't go to him every single play, but I mean,
At this point, you can.
I would.
Oh, and right on cue, Adam. Oh, and it's intercepted by Piketon, and they're going to take it back. Oh, my goodness. Oh, he's still up. Oh, he's still going. 20. That's a 10. Great block. Touchdown, Piketon. Oh, my goodness. Another pick six.
An electric play.
This Piketon defense is ready to score at any time, folks. They said we don't need an offense. We'll put the points on the board ourselves every single week.
Looked
What
like he was
a play.
Looked like he was going to go up and be able to make that play there and come down with it, gets hit, loses the ball, and it's just a big play for Piketon there.
Huge play. I'm
Tony,
trying
you gotta
to see
love
who
seeing that,
was
huh?
there.
I'm telling you
Again,
what,
these
we're winning
numbers
the
are
Piketon
hard to
fans
see.
back over.
It looks like that was number 18.
I don't think we ever lost him.
Number 18 here for Piketon. Sorry, I got to find him here on this roster. What a play by him.
I'm loving these Piketon fans. I'm telling you, we, calling the game. We got to call when the other team does something good. We got some jives, and I love to hear. But I think I'll tell you what, after that, we got him back.
Gavin Bland on that INT. Guys, I definitely thought he was tackled at the 40, if not the 30. What great.
I thought he got pushed out about the 20,
Yeah.
and the next thing you know, you
Get
see
in.
3 Piketon players running alongside him.
And Piketon's going to miss the extra point here, so that's going to put him up 34-0. That is going to start the running clock here, so that clock will keep going. That's something you like to see of Piketon. Guys, I cannot get over that pick six. What a play for Piketon. And
I said Piketon has gotten lucky with the tips. They had the touchdown
Yep.
over here, which was a tipped pass where Oak Hill missed the interception, and then down here to get the tip pass interception and take it to the house.
and that never
Both scoring plays.
That
Electric.
never say quit attitude strikes again because, again, instead of him getting pushed out, being brought down, he keeps the feet going and gets in there for the touchdown.
I think that was that the first or second play after a turnover? So this Piketon defense just bailing out the Piketon offense.
I mean, this Piketon defense, SVC, be put on notice because they are here to hit and to score this year. Tony, I got to get your reaction on that pick six.
Love it. No, I'm not going to do it to you twice, but I swear to God. Like you said, never give up, though. His feet never stopped. How many blockers did that man have?
All of them.
Was the whole defense there?
Yeah.
behind him? Like,
That's
good
what I'm
God, that
talking
looked like
about.
a kickoff.
When they were about to 20, it looked like he was getting forced out. Next thing you know, he just comes in front of about 2 more blockers, and they just kind of lead the way for him.
I love it, man. Family mentality out here.
And there's a
Insane.
huge block down there at the 5. I believe it was the quarterback for Oak Hill getting kind of blocked and put to the ground there, but
Man,
great
so that,
team play.
Again, that is going to put Piketon up 34-0. They'll be kicking off from their 40. We do have a running clock here. Kickoff from Piketon, and that one will go out of bounds. Actually, I see why that went out of bounds, folks. Zane Brownfield's over there by himself. He's been an absolute ball hawk tonight, so I think that ball is just naturally going to be gravitated toward him. You can't really blame the kicker for that one, Adam.
Now, a question I have, is his hair naturally blonde? Or is he doing the Slim Shady
I was about
dying
to
a
say-
little bit, like the Joe Burrow when they went to the state championship?
Or are they doing the Zane Brownfield?
Well, they would have did it before him, so.
Nope. I think Zane has solidified. That's called the Zane Brownfield now. But, yeah, I do like the Slim Shady look that he's got going on out there. Will the real Zane Brownfield please stand up?
Hey, if I didn't love my beautiful brown hair so much, I'd bleach it myself.
I think I'd be hit with some divorce papers pretty quick if I tried that. Davis is going to catch it out here. Yep, they're going to cut that as a – oh, no, out of bounds. So incomplete here for Oak Hill. You know, that has to be a shot to the heart, and you're too late there for Oak Hill because, you know, you're trying to drive down. You're trying to – again, that clock's winding down fast. We're already down to minute 50 left in the third quarter. It's just going to keep going. That's something as a Piketon fan you got to love to see because even on an incomplete pass, even on an out-of-bounds play, that clock still goes winding down. Gonna have a motion here, hand off number 21, and he's just met in the backfield again.
A
by
rare
Hurst.
missed tackle by Zane Brownfield in the backfield. Rare missed tackle.
Yes.
Looked like he was just coming in a little too hot.
But, yeah, Max Gentry there. He gets Savage in there again. Getting a tackle. Looks like gain of 2 for Oak Hill. We would also, again, shout out Hammond Lawn Care. If you'd like to become a sponsor, feel free to reach out to us on any of our social medias
you want your
or
yard to
email
look
us
as good as
directly
this
at
field out here.
Ride the Wave Show 2023 at gmail.com. But huge shout out to Hammond Lawn Care helping us make this possible tonight.
Yeah, so he's the one responsible for all the giveaways that we're able to do.
Yes. These
best
giveaways
sign
that you're seeing
giveaway,
are only possible because of him.
The best sign giveaway, the Team Spirit giveaway. Looked like that was just past the first down marker.
And it
there.
looks like we're still in the hunt here to see who is going to get that $20 McDonald's gift card.
I know we had George Washington walking around, a student dressed up as George Washington, but
I think we're ready to go back to the wall. All righty, so it's going to be 1st and 10 here for Oak Hill. Sorry about that weird tangent that we kind of went on there about nothing about the game. They're going to take it over here on the 45-yard line. They got 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Looks like Davis, again, is going to be on an island all by himself.
he split way out there. Look for like a slant route here.
I would honestly snap it and just have him turn and catch it, make one guy miss.
Oh, no, he's doing a little hitch route there. Oh, misses one.
There makes the guy miss.
Takes 3 of them to bring him down.
I'll say it again. There's never just one Piketon defender going for the tackle. There's always a host of Piketon defenders coming for the tackle.
One person might be able to bring him down, but they're not going to because there are going to be about 4 of them just
exactly.
there already.
We're not even going to make you think that you had a chance of getting out of it. And that'll be the end of the third quarter here, folks. Piketon leading at 34-0 off the lone touchdown from the pick 6 from, again, that was number 18. Great commentating here, knowing all the names right off the top of my head. Gavin Blanton, sorry, getting that pick 6 there. 34-0 Adam. What a game we've had on the Piketon side tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a game by Piketon for sure.
They have dominated both sides of the ball. Tony, gotta get your thoughts. What are you thinking on Piketon here going in week 2?
You really got to think that they're going to have some good momentum. I mean, to be honest with you, I'd love to see what the offense does at practice because they got to roll in and be like, could you imagine?
Yeah.
Not that they're doing anything wrong, but it's
going up
it's
against
like
that defense every week in practice
like,
doesn't make you good. It would definitely make
Honestly,
you good.
looking at these guys, I don't think they're a team that's gonna get complacent, come out and talk about how good we did
past
Friday.
I mean,
It
I
looks
think
like
this
when they
offense
wanna come
is
out
going
and
to be
put
in
even
practice
more on
being
top.
like, if we can get more points, this defense is going to take care of the rest.
absolutely.
We just
Ladies
gotta
and
get them on the
gentlemen,
board.
we can't have it be forgotten. This is Tony's first time in Piketon, so what a game for them to put on for you here, Tony.
Oh, this is first SVC football game he's got an actual chance to watch. He was running the camera, and that's a job in itself to where you don't even really get to watch a lot of these plays. Oh, looks like we had a
fumble
fumble out
there,
of
and it's
bounds
going to roll
there.
out of bounds, stay in possession of Oak Hill. It's going to be a gain of about 3 or 4 there on the play.
Looked like
I will say Oak Hill's taking some shots here. I personally don't think they've given up at all. They're still out there giving it all, driving, trying to make themselves better. One thing I want to point out, these coaches for Oak Hill have not stopped coaching this entire game.
And it's not like they can't move the ball. They've been moving the ball pretty steadily on almost every drive they've had. They've just shoot themselves in the foot late in the drive.
Just a few bad mishaps.
Yeah.
Just a few bad mishaps.
Whether it's, throwing a pick, losing a fumble, or, maybe just getting some penalty yards, pushing you outside of field goal range to where you not have to kick. Looks like we got a holding call
here for Oak Hill. And that's one thing,
Big hit on the sideline, and the quarterback was able to stay on his feet.
But that's one thing, Coach Shue said it best to me. He said, there'd be times where I came back to Pay Valley and we were not on the good side of things. We were on down by 20, down by 30, down by 40. And he'd say, there's so many times where I want to give up. I want to just sit down. I want to quit coaching. He goes, but the second that I would sit down and give up, that just told my team that I quit on them. And what does that say whenever your coach quits on you? And I thought that's something that took to heart, and I love to see it like I was saying, from the Oak Hill coaches here, they haven't thrown in the towel. They're still coaching. They're trying to get their teams better. And just something that I really, really think that it needs to be noticed. Completed pass here by Oak Hill. Gain of about 7.
See, and again, that's what I think this Oak Hill team needs to do is just get the short pass game going. That was a little medium range.
It's almost like they've been chasing those touchdowns that didn't happen.
Yeah, and I mean, you do got to take your shots deep, but there's a time and place,
It looks like they've been going all shots deep there for that second
My thing
quarter.
is, I don't understand why Piketon keeps going in a single coverage, man-to-man coverage on Davis here.
I think they're trusting that front 7 to get there in time. And yep.
Is it
Here's
again?
another
And it's
interception
another
for Piketon.
This was going to be taken down about the 45.
And that number...
Gavin Blanton again.
Again. Man, he's all over the field for Piketon. And
Coach, put him on offense. Get him a couple touches.
He said, I don't need to be on offense, but I'll get these touchdowns on defense.
Yeah, I got 2 catches right now, and I even touched the ball on offense.
But, Adam, again, I think the only reason they've been going that single coverage is they've had so much trust in that front 7 to get there and attack the quarterback. I mean, right there, interception basically because as he's throwing it,
he was hit as he threw. That was the only reason that was picked off. It took a lot off that ball.
Yeah, there's 1 or 2 Piketon helmets right there in his chest. It's hard to throw a ball whenever there's that many helmets in your chest. So it looks like it's going to be the 8:41 mark here in the fourth quarter. 34-0 here for Piketon. And I expect Piketon, they'll probably just come out here, do a little ground and pound and ride off into the sunset for the W. Tony, how you feeling for your first Piketon visit?
I mean, I'm loving it. I don't know if they knew I was coming
Oh,
or heard what I said.
We got the cheerleaders. Oh, my goodness. Put them on the team.
That
was
cannon.
Good job. Yeah. Shout out
Almost
to the
took my head off.
I'll tell you what, we got a mini football thrown probably over 80 yards up here.
Oh, I wish we could get it
Is
on
that a
camera.
National
Yes.
Guard?
Shout out to the Army National Guard, but shout out to these cheerleaders. Heck yeah, put these girls in some pads. They can have some cannons on them.
I wish I threw like a girl now.
Yeah, I know, right?
Had an arm.
Oh, my goodness. My dad would be not proud of me if he saw how good they threw right there.
Also, I did touch that ball, folks, so I didn't catch it. Randy Moss would also be disappointed in me. I touched it. It hit my hand. I got to catch those.
Come on,
I got to catch those.
Got to
That's my
catch it.
fault.
Get a fingertip on it. You should still catch it. Man, again, huge shout out. These cheerleaders down here, they've been cheering their hearts out. For them to be cheering as hard as they have and then just come out here and deliver absolute dimes. I mean, guys, we're on top of the press box here. What a throw.
Our team player, Tony, here, giving the ball away to a fan.
Yeah. There we go. Good
Hell
job.
yeah, Tony.
Way to go, Tone. I'm
all
not
about
gonna.
giving-
He just gave it to his little sister. That's a warm moment right
Oh, that's
there.
a
Sorry
good-
to interrupt the football.
I'm not gonna lie, folks. If it was candy, I would have eaten it.
Looks like we got a
big
hit there.
Ooh! Number 14 for Oak Hill lays the hammer down here for Piketon.
74, Trevin Irwin with the stop for the Oaks.
What a hit.
Red Streaks first down, 1st and 10 from the Oak Hill.
Piketon does get the first down on that run, but that hit by number 14 cannot go unnoticed.
Now I'm wondering if we're going to start to see some of the backups getting some reps here for Piketon, being up 34-0 here with a winding clock.
Yeah, it looks like we do have some of the
well, I believe 27 there. That's the first time we've seen him into the game.
I can't really tell who's in there at quarterback, Adam. Again, these numbers have not gotten easier to read as the night's gone on. I'll tell you that.
One thing I will say about the depth of Piketon is I even know of the freshman running back here, and even he's got some wheels, man. Like, this Piketon team is deep. And it's not kidding.
We got to remember, too, a lot of these players were on that gold ball team a few years ago, and you can't say that that doesn't sit with him every single time. Like, hey, we don't want to say we only want a gold ball because of the seniors a few years ago. We want to do it for ourselves.
Well, you look at it and you say, what do they have that I don't?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And
Zane Brownfield's one thing that we have and no one does.
They got Braylon Oliver in at quarterback.
Braylon Oliver. So shout out to him. And he's making some people move.
And he's got
a
big pair of legs on him. He just carried 15 for about 5 yards on him on his hips.
Boys, I might be at Oak Hill tomorrow morning to see this boy play a whole game because he can run the ball.
Yeah, and he seems like he's got some tree trunks down there for legs. He's a big boy running the quarterback.
And again, if this is Piketon's, I don't want to say it's their JV because I don't know all of these players on if there might be varsity players and some JV. But for the backups being in here, if this is what you have to look forward to, Piketon.
I will say Oliver is a 9th grader, so he is a freshman.
Yes. If this is what you have to look forward to the next 4 years, Piketon, get excited. This guy looks like he can do something for you. Nice,
Tanner Laurel was the number 27 that had gotten some touches there.
I will say, guys, these Piketon helmets are dope.
I mean, I like their normal uniforms, but I love these camos.
Yes.
I love the camos. And it's not a whole lot of times you see a high school team getting an alternate uniform. And that's just so awesome.
That's not a throwback.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's awesome to see.
I don't know much high schools that get throwback jerseys.
Again, we want to give a huge shout out to our Ohio National Guard. That is why Piketon is wearing these camo jerseys tonight. They're doing the National Guard night tonight. Again, want to give a huge thank you to all of our men and women out there serving, especially the ones out there on the USS Wasp LHD-1. Hope you guys are still doing great out there. I know you have to be missing Clay Archer.
Yeah,
Definitely got to be missing me on that ship.
I think they're doing just fine without you, buddy.
Oh, just fine? They're doing a lot better. Also want to give a huge shout-out to these Piketon fans here, man. They've been loud. Definitely a home field advantage here in the village.
They've been loud. They've been proud. We got 4 minutes left in a blowout game, and these stands are still packed.
Yes.
The only people I see moving are the people going to clean out the concession stands that's just about to close. So,
you would think that there was a contest for Fred's for a free pizza for the last person here getting it because of how many fans are still here in this game.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. If my team's winning this much, I'm beating the crowd. I'm getting out of here. You know, there's not a whole lot that can happen in a running clock, 4 minutes left.
I'm going to halftime. Sorry. You know what I mean? That's the true fan that I am.
Hey, I tried to leave at halftime. You guys said you needed me to call the game, the rest of the game. So I was like, 28-0. I got my boys piked. I know that.
Man, again, I wanted to say it was awesome to come out here and see Piketon. We came out here, we got the buzz early from Brock Netter. He picks him to win the SVC. We were like, a lot of buzz out there from Piketon.
Like second show.
Yeah.
It was like the second show
he picks that. So we were like, hey, we got to go out there to see Piketon. I'll tell you one thing. These
great
boys
game.
delivered. Yeah. They must have saw that amazing hype video by MVD.
And Tony.
In the tone.
Yeah.
In the tone.
Now I don't want to take away from this Oak Hill team because, again, they have just shot themselves in the foot a few too many times. Otherwise, they would have been in this game.
Yes.
Like I said, we'll take one of those touchdowns that one of the two that they had dropped, whether it was Davis or whether it was number 9. We'll take the interception that was ripped out of his hands. That's a 14-point turnaround. They got down inside the 20 a few times, got pushed right back out to like the 35-40.
Even the pick 6 here for Piketon. Oak Hill's driving there. You know what I mean? I mean, they have a good drive going, just too many mishaps.
Get a holding call.
Yep.
Pull him back to about the 40. Throw a pick after he gets hit because of lack of protection.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say that it's really a lack of protection on Oak Hill's part. It's Piketon just wanting it. They're just getting back.
It's just Piketon being Piketon at this point. I mean, what I'm excited for is to see this Piketon defense go up against these power offenses like Unyoda, Paint Valley. I mean, those are going to be some big games this year for sure. So we got 2:25 left here in the game. It is 34-0, 32 for Piketon. It looks like they picked it up for the first. They're driving down here. You know, it'd be cool for Piketon to kind of get their JV guys a touchdown here before the varsity game ends. These cheerleaders out here just throwing off showing off their arms again.
I just seen a check down from one of these cheerleaders.
I know.
She hit
Look
a
at
little
her
kid on a
options.
slant route, dude.
I think Piketon needs to start a women's football team. They might win the state. Which, again, if we're here at Piketon, we give a huge shout-out. They won, I think, like 8 to 12 straight state titles in women's weightlifting. Don't mess with the women from Piketon there, Adam.
Don't mess with a lot of people from Piketon.
Don't mess with Piketon, or Zane Brownfield will be knocking on your door. My goodness! These cheerleaders are just throwing bombs out here.
Scared me there, Clay.
Yeah, I keep dodging and ducking. Dodge, duck, dive, and dodge.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think that they were gonna be able to get one up here because I was gonna ask for one earlier, and then
me too, dude. I was
and
gonna
it almost hit me in the face with
I
one.
know. I was
Like
like,
I said,
hey,
I
keep throwing
picked
up
it.
here, and then they put us in our place. Don't misread these Piketon cheerleaders.
Don't put us in a box, they said.
Yeah.
It's 2023 out here.
So
Looks
1
like we're
minute
gonna
to go.
get victory
Piketon taking
formation.
it from the 20. It looks like they are just going to.
It's going to be victory formation
Yeah.
for Piketon here.
You know, scoring touchdowns are great, but nothing beats that victory formation.
You're going to have the team start to line up here at the 50. Always been one of my favorite things about high school football is the 50-yard handshake. Maybe you're saying some not choice things to the you know.
Yeah, I always
the
had to
team
have a
that
little
beat you.
talking to before we met to the 50 there, Adam. I ain't going to lie. People know me.
Yeah, us Vaden Countyans, we were always told to keep our helmets on.
So that is going to do it. Your final here from Piketon, 34, Oak Hill 0. Piketon coming out with the win for their National Guard Night and those absolutely beautiful, amazing camo jerseys. Adam,
They
what are
didn't
some
just
things
get a
that
win.
shocked you here for Piketon?
They just didn't get a win. They dominated.
Yes.
And I don't want to say that I was necessarily shocked that they dominated. I was really shocked at how well they were able to just control this game with their defense. You know, their offense did put up points, but, I mean, their defense put up points too. Defense put up 14 points themselves.
Their defense put up enough points that the offense could have never went out there and they still win the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just did not think it was going to be such a dominant performance by this Piketon defense. This is the first time I'm getting a chance to see him in person. And boy, do they hit hard.
Yes.
I mean, boy, do they hit hard.
Did they deliver? You know,
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. We had
I'm
some
thinking my
high
favorite-
expectations coming in here for Piketon, and they delivered on every single one of them.
I'm starting to think that my favorite player in the SVC right now, it's going to be Newton Hoops because he's my quarterback, but it's Zane Brownfield is my favorite defensive player.
He's
and
my
I mean,
favorite defensive player because I'm afraid of what might happen to me if I say he's not.
lowering his shoulder as a fullback, as halfback, just laying the boom and just making sure your quarterback doesn't get hit. And honestly, that's going to be my pick for hit of the game.
Oh,
I mean,
for
we
sure.
had a few of them. But
Now-
I think that one.
Hit of the – I know it's not a hit. That stiff arm Buddy Wilson had where he threw two people into the ground.
Honestly, I think we're forgetting the best one, the one that had the pop. Davis took a hit.
Yeah.
And we heard the collision
Yeah.
all the way up here on the other side of the field in the press box on the top floor, like 30 feet up.
So we're going to give you a little updates around the SVC. Now, I do not know if these scores are final. They were posted about 31 minutes ago, but Adina was down 42-14. Huntington down 18-0.
Adina was down 42-21 going into the half.
What was that?
Adina was down 42-21 at the half.
Oh, gotcha. And then we have Paint Valley. They're down 35-13 right now. Southeastern was up 20-6 over Madison Plains. The U is up 29-10 over Amanda. Westfall down 29-6, and Zane Trace down 35-21. So that's some scores for you around the league.
My defense is just not doing good. I think that I think it's a little too early to hit the panic button. I said I was going to drop him, but I was just kidding. I was just kidding, just joshing there a little bit. I think it's a little too early to hit the panic button. Like I think it was Coach Shue was telling us, as well as no, I'm sorry, it was Coach Combs. It was Coach Combs. He was telling us, just don't hit the panic button in this week 1, week 2, week 3. A lot of these out of conference games, you just really don't know what to expect.
Especially for a team like Zane Trace that just came off a title run, they're definitely going to be testing themselves in that.
Well, they played a really strong Logan Elm team.
Yeah,
great school, and then now they're playing a great Waverly team that honestly had the chance to start off 1-0, and it's looking like they're going to start off 1-1, which is better than 0-2. So
yeah. And going down that Waverly game last week, they come driving down here towards the end. Thought they were going to come back and seal it there. Coming here from Piketon, though, again, huge game by Buddy Wilson. Huge game here by. Honestly, I don't have time to name everybody. Huge game by all of Piketon.
And that's the thing. I think Buddy Wilson did great things with minimal touches. He definitely probably had over 100 yards rushing. But I'm wanting to say he probably did not carry the ball as much as he normally does.
He did a lot for the team by not doing a lot for the team.
And it's a testament to this defense just how good they are. I mean, they're scoring.
Yes.
They're giving the ball right back to Oak Hill, and they're able to. The more possessions a team gets, the more likely they're going to score, right? So the fact that they were just able to hold them to a goose egg, 34-0, is just.
You got to ride that momentum into week 3 because, again, we're only 2 weeks away from conference play. That gold ball starts here in 2 weeks. So, everybody, thank you again for tuning in for this episode of the live stream. Guys, I know last week we wanted to get the first live stream, but this, Adam, officially first live stream.
Almost got rained out, thought about calling it quits. Just for today, decided, we're gonna brave the weather.
We picked the Piketon attitude. We said we will get through.
MVP Derek said,
"Yes,
I've spent $10,000 on equipment, and I'll let it all get ruined as long as we go live for Piketon tonight."
Yes, huge shout out again. We want to give a shout out to the AD here, Libby, for Piketon. Could not have been done without her. A big shout out to MVD, making sure everything's running smoothly for these shows. Big shout out to Coof Andy running the camera for us. Possibly the best cameraman in Ross County.
Also,
if not
shout out
Ohio.
to Andy with just having wheels. Completely surprised.
Guys,
we're down on one end of the end zone. I'm tarping all of our equipment.
2-second 40.
Easy. He teleported.
Yes.
I looked over. He's at about the 10. And next thing you know, he is right beside me. ran 120 yards, and he's halfway got this tarp on our equipment.
And I did a great job of standing there looking confused like I always do. But again, huge shout out to them. We want to give a big shout out to Tony being on the call with us tonight. Really can't wait to get back in action. We will see you guys on Sunday for the our
Sunday.
We'll see you on Sunday for our Sunday show. Going to be some good conversations in there. I think we got to get one of these Piketon players on that show Sunday, Adam. Got to get one of these Piketon players.
Blanton. Two INTs.
Yes.
Blanton. Pick 6.
Yes.
Got to get him.
I think we got to go with him with player of the game for right now. What are you thinking?
I also am thinking the same thing, but I believe we just got our giveaway taken care of. We got the young lady who was just ringing it up here.
Yeah, getting absolute bombs down here. Put that cheerleader on the football team. Yeah. Again, we want to give a huge shout out to Piketon. They've been such an amazing host crowd. I want to give a huge shout out to these fans, guys. The game ended, it's 34-0, and these fans are still trying to get out here from how packed it has been this entire time.
Most of these fans aren't even leaving. They're watching their players just sit out there talking to their coach. They a lot of team spirit here.
Guys,
a lot of team spirit.
There's
you just
a
gotta love to see
reason
it.
that we made this show, because the kids, the people, the community here in Southern Ohio, it cannot be unnoticed any longer. Great people. Honestly, the amount of people that I just saw doing good deeds around here, Adam, holding the door open, helping an old lady up the stairs, getting out of the way.
I'm not seeing a whole lot of trash either. I mean, there is a little bit of trash, but most of it, I've seen people be picking up trash.
Yes.
It's just my thing is, I love our Piketon fans.
Yes.
They're slowly becoming one of my favorite teams just because of how loyal they are to their fan base and how much they've supported us just because we're shouting them out just a little bit. I love it. Great community here. I'm
Great
glad they're winning football. You know?
Yes. But again, folks, this is going to be a sign for us. Make sure, again, you watch us on Sunday.
And on
where are you
Wednesdays,
yes.
the waiver wire. Ride
Yes.
the waiver wire with your host, Adam and Clay.
Yes, we will have those the starting lineups posted tomorrow morning. And then we will have the final points posted tomorrow night.
Asking a lot.
Yes.
I'll get it done.
But we will get that out to you tomorrow. Where can you find us next week? You'll find us at the U, baby. We're going to be at Yoda doing our live game day show and our live stream there. Yoda versus Waverly. Adam, that's one game I'm very, very excited to see.
Yeah, I am also very excited to see it. Probably going to miss the first half of it. So you're not going to hear my beautiful voice. You're going to have Tony's voice serenading
we'll have
you
Tony.
over.
Joey Holbert, he has been blessing us to come on the Game Day show. He had to miss last week for a Goo Goo Dolls concert. I don't think you can blame the guy, though.
Yeah.
Don't think you can blame the guy. Goo Goo
Not at
Dolls,
all.
one hell of a show. Obviously, we had to cancel our Game Day show this week just because of weather, but thank goodness that it held off for one amazing football game here from Piketon. Adam, any last words before we get off here? Hey,
3 yards in a cloud of dust, baby.
only thing better about being 1-0, being 2-0. And that's going to be a sign-off here for us at the Ride the Wave show. Thank you guys for tuning in. This literally could not be possible without you guys, the fans. Thank you so much for letting us come into your home and just giving you this broadcast. Literally not possible without you guys.
Shout out everybody at the Cozy.
Yes.
We love you.
Shout out
we
to
love
the
you.
Cozy.